And now for a taste of things to come.
All roads lead somewhere. And tonight, for TNA hopefuls, they're hoping that road leads to victory. It's Friday, and you know what that means. It is here for TNA. This is Simply Reliable Studio here for TNA's Victory Road. For now, it is I, Mr. Reliable Walter Cruz. Joey Styles in it right now. As we're waiting for Noah to show up. He will show up later. But right now, I am looking at TNA Plus here. If you want to follow along, subscribe. I believe it's just $9.99. I do the yearly one, so I'm not 100% sure how much the cost is because I just paid it all in 1 year. But TNA is starting already right off of the sorry, get distracted a little. Right off of the bat with the Zachary Wentz triple threat. Interesting enough, they are coming out as a unit. So it's going to be Cedric Alexander versus Zachary Wentz versus Trey Miguel, and this team is coming up as a unit. So that's very, very, very interesting. Thought they would come out separate, but guess not. While I get a moment to breathe while we're still waiting, I'd like to remind you to subscribe to at Rage of Wrestling. There is a QR code now in the upper left-hand corner. If you scan that with your phone, it'll take you directly to the channel where you can go ahead and subscribe. If you guys can please, please, please spread the word and let everybody know to subscribe. We have each of them. I will show the barcodes to each channel throughout the stream. And that is a new feature that we have, which is pretty awesome in my opinion. I'm pretty sure it's a safe bet there, Safet. Not sure, but we're gonna see. All right, bell rings. Here we go with the opening bout with the triple threat. Again, TNA's Victory Road. All three superstars taking it in. Taking in the crowd. The crowd is split. They're cheering for all three. That's what you get. Crowd chanting for TNA, TNA. Second that. Whoa! Trey Miguel right off the bat. Super kick Zachary Wentz out of the ring. Whoa! That's shades of the Heartbreak Kid against Marty Jannetty. And now Zachary Wentz flips over on Cedric. Cover, 1, 2. Kick out by Cedric. Yeah, ducks under the clothesline, flips over the off the rope. They grabbed him by the hand, backflip off the top rope, arm drag, takes Cedric off. Now a standoff. Standing drop kick by Trey Miguel. Smoke him if you got it. Zachary Wentz sneaking in from under the rope while Trey Miguel is turned around. He spins Trey Miguel around. Trey Miguel's just got his hand on his head. I think these two are going to go at it. Zachary Wentz pushes him back, goes for a super kick. Caught by Trey Miguel. Now they're double teaming Cedric Alexander. Oh! It's like a destroyer DDT that Zachary Wentz used Cedric as a launching pad to do it. Now he goes, cover, 1, 2, 3. He went for a sliding drop kick but missed. Tripped Cedric Alexander, covers. Double leg takedown, goes for the kick, misses. Zachary Wentz cover, not even a 1 count. Ducks under the clothesline, somersault, misses. Cedric running, tope suicida out to Trey Miguel. Now Zachary Wentz going off the rope, his own tope suicida, but Trey Miguel slides into the ring and he hits Cedric Alexander. Now Trey Miguel did a tope suicida. Hard to keep up. They are just trading tope suicidas to each other. Zachary Wentz just got the best of Cedric Alexander. Now it's Trey Miguel doing it, but Zachary Wentz meets him in the corner with a stunner. Top rope stunner. He's pointing to his head, saying he was too smart for that. Daniel, I'm kind of hoping it leads to a lethal lockdown. Woo! What counters? Everybody with the two-way suicida. Flapjack by Cedric to Trey Miguel. Cover 1, 2. Kick out by Trey Miguel. Only a 2 count. First class penthouse we got to come with Matt Hardy on the countdown. I guess that was added, so we got to deal with that bullshit. Cedric sitting, tightening up his boots, it looks like. Crowd chanting, "This is awesome." Hard to keep up with when you're doing commentary, so it's not as awesome for us. Ooh! Pele kick to the back of the head by Cedric. Sorry, not Pele, but martial arts kick. Ducks under Zachary Wentz. Release German suplex. Trey Miguel comes in. He ducks under the clothesline. And then Cedric does a release German suplex to Miguel. Cover. 1, 2. Kicked out. Kick to the back of the shoulder blades by Cedric Alexander to Trey Miguel. As a reminder, we got the banner on the bottom here in the Impact. September 27th, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Bound for Glory, October 12th, Lowell, Massachusetts, which we'll be covering. TNA, interesting, between November 13th and 15th in Orlando, Florida. December 5th through 7th, El Paso, Texas. TNA action live. Cedric right now with the advantage. Zachary Wentz is still out from that tope suicida. We got 21 minutes and 50 seconds for the official victory road. As Cedric Alexander grabs Zachary Wentz, who then grabs Trey Miguel. Double German suplex by Cedric Alexander. Nice! Smart move by Cedric Alexander. Zachary, he goes in, goes for a chop, throws Trey Miguel out of the corner. Whoa! Double leg drop kick to the back of Trey Miguel's head. 1, 2, and maybe over 3. No! Trey Miguel just gets this right shoulder up. Still action, all three on laying on the mat now. Zachary Wentz faced up. Trey Miguel face down and Cedric face up as well. Roll through by Zachary Wentz with a flying knee to Cedric, and then a kick to Trey Miguel, which knocks him out. He goes to the roof, corkscrew dive, 1, 2. Cedric kicks out. Nice. Trey Miguel stole momentum for a minute. Scoop slam by Cedric. Actually, a Michinoku driver. 1, 2. Oh, kick out by Zachary Wentz. And he rolls out of the ring, leaving Trey Miguel and Cedric Alexander in the ring now. Cedric goes in for the dive. Tripped by Trey Miguel. Sharpshooter here in Canada. Of course they're going to do that. Zachary Wentz coming off the ropes. Waits for Trey Miguel to get up. Trey Miguel with a nice rock bottom cover into a... Oh, he rolls with Zachary Wentz and turns this into a reverse STF. That was a beautiful move. Rents is on top of the top rope. Oh! 450 splash. Sorry, Swanton bomb. Trey Miguel bouncing off the ropes into a stunner over Cedric. Covers. 1, 2, 3. Zachary Wentz beats Cedric Alexander. That was unexpected. Wow, I didn't expect the match to be that short. That was quick, fast. If we take a look at some of the replay, I did not expect that. Oh, no, we went backstage with Steve Maclin getting an interview. He's asking about his military service. He says, it's not just about this championship. It's about something more. It's about something inside my heart. He said, you and me tonight, way, way overdue. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to fight for every one of my brothers that sits on that burden of disrespect. We're going to fight the war at war. For those at home, tonight there are no choice. I'm done kicking around. TNA's ass. He goes nose to nose, and they cut away from it. LCS from AAA just went nose to nose with Steve Maclin. I had no idea who that was. That's why it stunned me for a minute. But anyways, thanks for joining. Again, my name is Walter. Simply Reliable Studios. What's up, Charles? I'm doing fine. So while they're showing a highlight package of the international title between Steve Maclin and Frankie Kazarian, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about that match here and who I think will win. I mean, what else do you do with Maclin if he's not? Sorry, not Maclin. What else are you gonna do with Frankie if he's not winning? He didn't win the big one. What does Noah like to say? The king without a crown. So this is going to be a very, very interesting match. I think we finally get a new international champion. Steve Maclin has done everything he needs to do for that title. He has elevated. He's the inaugural champion. I feel like he's made that title feel very special as we get a highlight of all his defenses. That was the dog collar match, I think, with he beat Matt Cardona. He beat Eric Young in the dog collar match. He's defended this title several times over. I feel like what else is there to do? I think it's time for Steve Maclin to go to the next level and get to get the TNA World Title. So sorry, I got distracted. My son asked me to unlock his tablet. But yeah, that's why I feel like it's time for the king of TNA, Frankie Kazarian, to get a different crown. It may not be the world title, but it's a title. And now we can see what he can do with this. I think it's time. And I know JJ will be happy that I picked him. But yeah, I think it's time for Frankie Kazarian to win something. Otherwise, what's the point of him coming back? We're getting a highlight package here. I could have sworn this was part of the pay-per-view. We're getting this bullshit now. The penthouse with Matt Hardy. First class bullshit. It's AJ Francis. Oh my god. Penthouse with Matt Hardy. He said he's wearing that brand new custom made Houston, Texas jacket. It was given to him when he was on the sidelines of Monday Night Football. Nobody cares, AJ Francis. Shut up. See, I don't think Edmonton has any pro teams. All you need to know is that I'm a star, he says. And the only star in my galaxy, the TNA World Champion of all time, Trick Williams. They're saying that Trick's the champ. He shouldn't have title matches on NXT. I don't speak French, AJ is saying, because the crowd is saying, shut the F up. He's saying you can go to the Performance Center and fake tough guy all night. Everything we do is about the money, money, money. I'm good, Matt. Real good. Joey Styles in it until Noah gets here. You know he's the true voice of this. But it's TNA. I got the cash in. I love TNA. I could do it justice for now. Hopefully you guys agree. If this turns into TNA versus NXT or versus AAA, it's going to be wild if they do that. Yeah, that's a great invasion. Hey, the last invasion involved 3 different companies, but it was horrible. So maybe they'll learn from their mistakes. But AJ Francis is saying, when am I gonna start getting the right treatment? And then he has to calm himself down. Again, shut the F up chant. There are children here, he's telling the crowd. I got out of character, I apologize. I'm so hot, let me take off this jacket. The crowd is booing. He must have some kind of shirt. Oh, the Florida Panthers, who beat, who are the world champions of hockey after beating Canada. Hey, Ray. Hi, Ray. I'm dog sitting. This is my buddy Ray here. See if I can show him. Big Doberman, too. Hey, Ray. Say hi, Ray. Come here, Ray. Big Doberman. Huge dog, man. 6 years old. Huge dog, guys. Sit, Ray. Good boy. All right, Ray. But you're in the way of the seat. This way. Over here. Ray, over here. Get out of the way, Ray. Now sit. Good boy. There's only 45 minutes on the album. AJ Francis is promoting his album. Over here, Ray. Over here. Good boy. Sit. 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 Good boy, Ray. This is what I expect when I get production in Canada. This never works out. Dude. About time. I was waiting for Matt to freaking interrupt him. Jesus Christ. Delete. 1/2 of the TNA Tag Team Champions. AJ Francis has been talking so long. I'm so glad Matt finally interrupted, man. Sheesh. Legendary Matt Hardy. Gets a mic. AJ's asking them to cut off the music, of course, that iconic music. Why would you cut that off? I know you're my scheduled guest, AJ says. Crowd going crazy. Hardy. He knows his own name. I know you're my scheduled guest, but this is my show. You come out here when I tell you to. And not a second before. Matt's laughing. Actually, I came out here trying to save the show. Because nobody wants to hear your music. They want to hear that classic Hardy music. Hell yeah. I think I speak for a lot of people, AJ says, but then the crowd goes crazy chanting for Hardy again. Nobody wants to see the oldest world tag team champions in history do battle. You know just as well as I do that First Class is the greatest tag team of all time. So let me get this straight. You just put First Class in the same categories as the Hardys and the Dudleys? AJ saying yes. What kind of alternative universe are you living in? Hardy says. We are the GOATs. We are the greatest of all time. And do you realize what myself and my brother, we've created the entire generation of tag team wrestling. Myself and Jeff, we created the tag team ladder match. We created TLC. They right. We created the modern day cinematic match. We created more than any other tag team in history. Hard to argue that point. What about you? Let's talk about what you've done. In pro wrestling, you created boredom and headaches. He said, your partner's not here. My partner's not here. If you want, I can create an ass whooping for you. Please don't give me an impromptu match with these two. Please, no. With the way they're cheering Handy. AJ said, with pleasure, swings at Matt. Matt blocks, couple of right hands to AJ. AJ pushes him back. Big boot to Matt. Matt goes down. AJ picking him up. Oh, he's doing that choke slam. I do got to say, AJ Francis has a great choke slam. Choke slam through the table for Matt Hardy. Don't tell me they're going to add this impromptu one-on-one later or to the pay-per-view itself. He picks up the title, the tag team title, and just drapes it over Matt Hardy, basking in all the booze. Picks up the jacket, puts it back on, and they go to commercial. Or a highlight package of Mustafa. I don't know why people keep saying Mustafa. It's Mustafa. Mustafa Ali and Moose. I don't know, Wesley. He'll be here when he be here. Right now, he's taking care of something personal, and then he'll join. It won't be me with the whole pay-per-view. It'll be us. The Simple Reliable. We were the initials of that. Nice highlight package here of Moose and Mustafa. Oh, my God. The hops of Moose with that drop kick to the top rope there. But, you know, let's talk about that match here. Let me bring that up here. Do you trust the system? Or is it in Ali we trust? Because these two have already said nobody from the four or from the order 4 or from the system are allowed at ringside. They agreed to this. And whoever wins gets the advantage at Bound for Glory. So I think Mustafa Ali wins this. It's crazy to say that this is a freaking face. The lights went out, though. The system is there. Trust the system. There's the system. JDC's back. This is not scheduled for the countdown. I don't know what the system is doing out here. I have no idea what this is about, but all 3 members of the system are here. JDC is back. I gotta say, it feels good to finally bring TNA to Edmonton. Later tonight, Moose will be taking on Ali at Victory Road. Hush, Ray! So we got taken down by Agent Zero. Eddie Edwards on the mic, by the way. I wonder how Noah feels now that the system are faces and you actually have to cheer Mrs. Edwards. You have to, Alicia Edwards, you got to clear. And then, what's up, town? JDC says. Says quarter 4 versus the system, hardcore rules. Well, why wait? We got one question. Who wants to see the system whip the quarter 4's asses here in Edmonton tonight? Crowd, of course, goes crazy. And there's the quarter 4's music. Nope, sorry, Santino. It's the director of authority. comes out. Is he going to add this? Thank you very much. We know that he's billed from Italy, but he's really from Canada. So Santino's going to get a huge ovation. First and foremost, they're going to add AJ Francis versus Matt Hardy one-on-one. He's clear. And Santino said, I've heard what you asked those fine people here. It sounded to me like they said yes. You want it, you got it. We're going to get it. Quarter 4 versus the rest of the system. We're going to get a little preview about For Glory. It's going to be the first match of Victory Road. So we have our opening match will be the quarter 4 versus the system. And I have to back out because that was the countdown of Victory Road, and I got to go into the actual Victory Road now. So give me a second here. Hey. Let's go. If my TNA Plus would load. Technical difficulties, people. I'm on TNA Plus now. I backed out. Here we go. Can I have Victory Road, please? There we go. System in order for our banned from ringside later, so we got this on one-on-one. I mean, sorry, 3-on-3. I can't believe it. It's going to be Hash and John Skyler and Agent Zero. Bell rings. Here we go. Looks like Skyler's going to start. Nope. He immediately against Myers. He tags Agent Zero. Agent Zero, this huge monster mountain of a man. Business suit with the ripped arm bigger than freaking Brian Myers' whole body. Brian Myers takes the t-shirt off, throws it at him, says, let's go. He immediately runs into a big boot. Poor Myers. Wraps him into the corner. European uppercut, or sorry, chop uppercut. Hey, Ray. Hi, buddy. Super. Oh, my God. A suplex by Agent Zero, and he threw Myers half across the ring, literally from one side of the turnbuckle to the other. And yes, Safet, Agent Zero is a monster. Imagine him versus Big Bill. Another release suplex. He's not coming down with his opponent. He's literally throwing him as he does the suplex. That is huge. Gets him in the corner, throwing. I think Agent Zero, this is a showcase for him. I think he's going to do this whole match alone. Brian Myers tags out. He tags Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards taking it to Agent Zero. I got to give him credit. Nice chops. He fakes throwing him into the corner and hits him with a huge power slam. Now he smacks JDC off of the corner. Jesus. Order 4 just tagged, Agent Zero just tagged double team here. Eddie Edwards set up on the Tree of Woe in the corner. They knocked the rest of the system off. Referee's distracted. Oh, now they're just double pressing on his private area. Illegal contact. They double stomped him right in the maple leafs. First punt of the day, people. Cover 1, 2. Eddie Edwards able to kick out. Tagged. Believe Jason Hodge is legal now. I'm not sure. Skyler runs into a shoulder first into the corner as Eddie Edwards reverses it. Starts crawling over looking for the tag. Hodge it intercepts. Knocks the rest of the system out. Eddie Edwards tags in JDC. Clotheslining Hodge. Nice elbow against Hodge. Then he takes a European uppercut to the corner. Hodge is in one corner. Skyler's in the other. He's just running back and forth. Hodge tries to come in. JDC able to reverse. JDC has him in the Tree of Woe. Jumps over the top rope with the falling leg drop. Picks him up. Falcon Arrow by JDC. 1, 2. And Skyler breaks it up. Agent Zero makes his way in legally, I believe. He has Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers in the Goozles. And JDC comes in with a European uppercut, double clothesline. They take Agent Zero over the top rope, but he lands on his freaking feet. Double team action here by the system. They have Hash and double power bomb. Release. JDC's on the top turnbuckle. I think he's going for that leg drop he likes to use. Top rope leg drop by JDC. Cover to Hash. 1, 2, 3. The system is successful. Wow. But Agent Zero back to his feet and comes in. System disappears. The system just knows better. They're used to having the numbers advantage, but I mean, when Agent Zero is involved, you're pretty much 4 on 3. That man is so huge. So the system impromptu victory here. Starting the Order 4. I mean, starting the pay-per-view. Wow, the Order 4. Starting Victory Road. System is on their Victory Road. Great opening matchup there as we go to a highlight reel here. Are they showing all of Edmonton? What is this, a TNA Plus commercial? Oh, hard opening. That's what it is. The hard opener to the Victory Road here. Showing WWE footage saying courtesy of WWE. That's what you love about the relationship. They can show other companies' footage. Looking at Eric Young versus Joe Hendry now, which is going to be interesting. God damn it.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
I mentioned his name, damn it. Frankie Kazarian, Steve Maclin moves the system. Hard opener as we are here. It's live. It's Friday. We are on the road to Bound for Glory, and we have to make a pit stop at Victory Road here. That's Leon Slater showing the X Division title. I can't wait for that match. That boy is the future of TNA and the future of X Division. Moose saying that Ali's going to find out 2 things. That you have to trust the system. Here's Frankie Kazarian highlights. Title like that should be held by a man. Now they're showing Steve Maclin saying, I am the future and I'm the present. Mike Santana coming through the crowd as he like to do. Boricua badass that he is. New York's own. And here we go. Beautiful sky view of Edmonton, Canada. At the Edmonton Expo Center. We're on the path to Bound for Glory here. A lot of these matches are indications for great momentum. TNA, TNA. The President Carlos is in the ring now. TNA, TNA. A lot of Edmonton believes and I believe signs. So you know who that's for. And a lot of signs are saying, I am Team TNA. I still can't believe we're getting a proper invasion in 2025. Woo! Noah is so lucky that he is not here because the Elegance brand is kicking out. It's our second match here. Actually, it's just the TNA. It's the TNA Knockout World Champion Ash by Elegance. She's all alone. I'm not sure why she's out here alone. I thought it was the tag title match was going to start. Santino holding the ropes to let her in. Guess Carlos Silver is in the ring. Santino and Ash by Elegance. There's some kind of announcement. She's got something to say here. Let's go. Let's go to Ash by Elegance. I don't know what's happy. He is missing this. Showing that beautiful Knockouts Championship. At least it's back where it belongs, in the correct company. Before I came out to address something. A year and a half ago, I came here with one goal in mind. I quickly realized was TNA is my home. That locker room and each and every one of you became my family. This is a different side of Ash. This title, and I represent this company to the best of my ability. But unfortunately, as you know, life throws you some curveballs. And that's exactly what I'm going through. I'm no longer able to compete and do what I love to do. So with that being said, I'm stepping away from in-ring competition. And with a heavy heart, I have to forfeit this title. And she's crying. What is going on? She must be injured. But I'm confident in that locker room. And whichever woman holds this title, they will elevate it just like I have been too. It was an honor to perform in front of each and every one of you. Whether you cheer for me or boo for me. Let's be honest, you booed for me. You called me a stuck-up bitch, etc. You guys gave me the best moments of my entire career. This almost sounds like she's retiring. Thank you. And I'll miss you. She's not saying what exactly happened, but she gives the mic back to Santino, giving the title to Carlos. Wow. Holy hell. Everybody's saying thank you, Ash. I don't know what this is. I'm not sure what exactly. I'm a little taken back and shocked. Crowd is on her feet. Ash is crying. I'm not sure she did. She didn't say she'll be back or anything. It sounds like she's retiring. Breaking news here. To relinquish a title that you work so hard for is difficult and very emotional, Santino said. The tag team title match that was scheduled for tonight is going to be moved to this Thursday. But tonight, we're going to do a battle royal in the final two knockouts title. The finals, the final two knockouts will go 1-on-1, and we will crown a new knockouts champion. And one more thing. That match is coming up next. Improv 2 Battle Royal. Ash by Elegance is being told that they love her by the crowd, and now we're getting the FBI logos. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I got quiet. I'm shocked. I don't know. And then TNA went into some weird battle royal. They went into another hard opener. I'm a little confused and taken back. I mean, we're gonna crown. Stop winding him up, please. They're doing a weird opener of an old TNA show. Like, I don't know what happened here. Technical difficulties on their side. Is anybody else seeing a weird hard opener for an old Bound for Glory? I don't know what the heck is going on. I backed out to come back in to see. Live now. TNA Victory Road 2025. That was weird. I thought I saw Joe Hendry now. There we go. I'm a little taken back. I think I see NXT Kalani Jordan in there. Yeah, she is. Joey Thread's been eliminated. I mean, 2 feet touch the wall. This is it just threw me off. And the final 2 are gonna go 1-on-1 for the title here. Lady Ling double team. Zaya Brookside and Lady Ling working as a team, but there can only be 1 winner. Well, I guess technically 2, right? Monkey flip by Zaya Brookside. There's a couple of tag teams involved, but eventually it's going to get down to the 2, and you're going to have to fight each other. So it's going to be very, very interesting to say the least. Zaya Brookside got eliminated. And Lady Ling is trying to get a revenge here. Lady Ling, look at the strength of her to pick up Jody 3. Haymaker of a clothesline there. Kalani Jordan, everybody's. Danny Luna just got eliminated by the whole pack. They all teamed up. The biggest threat in the matchup, I guess, just got eliminated. Jesse McKay is in there. Double team. They still get a tag title match, even though they're both in this battle royal. Almost eliminating over the top rope. Cassidy almost got eliminated. Oh! Cassidy reached from a kick from outside. Everybody's been eliminated. It's down to 2. Kalani Jordan and Lei Ling, and the bell rings. It is now at 1-on-1. The winner will be the new Knockouts champion, Kalani Jordan and Lei Ling. Oh, they're gonna face off later tonight. Lei Ling and Kalani Jordan are now gonna go 1-on-1 later tonight in the evening, and we are going to get a new Knockouts champion. Indi Hartwell will be the special guest referee.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing by with Indi Hartwell. Indi, we just saw that Knockouts Battle Royal where it came down to the final 2 competitors, Laying Lee and NXT's Kalani Jordan. Now they'll go 1-on-1 later on tonight. He's serving as the special guest referee.
And they're doing an interview now with Indi Hartwell, asking her how she feels about being the special guest referee.
Xavier, stop rounding him up, guys!
This is a lot of pressure is going to be on Kalani and Lei Ling to determine the new champion, and she says she'll call it down. Indi's saying she'll call it right down the middle. This is going to be very interesting. I don't know what to think. I'm gonna have to go for Lei Ying Lee to win so that the title stays in TNA, because then Kalani Jordan will bring it right back to the NXT. The timing of this injury. Wow. The whole knockouts division has been flipped on its head. This is going to be interesting indeed, Safet. This definitely changes Bound for Glory, and it changes the invasion. No, Wesley, I haven't heard from Noah yet. He'll be here. History is going to be made later on tonight. I'm a little taken off. Like, jeez. Now we have the my big brother, the tag team. This just changed my whole. Matt Cardona versus the Nemitz here. The best brother tag team, allegedly. This is wow. Matt Cardona, hometown man, tag team champions. Wow. Like, the Knockouts division is going to be completely different now. Here's Matt Cardona. Weird to see him being cheered, huh, guys? The complete Matt Cardona. This is going to be something different. Here's the hometown man with the Edmonton Oilers jersey here. From Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. The hometown man. It's the hometown man. It's the hometown man. Non-copyright, non-copyright. This is going to be bell rings. Undefeated team of Matt Cardona and hometown man. Easy to be undefeated. Never been in a matchup together. Looks like Ryan's going to start off with Matt Cardona here. Test of strength. Arm position here. Ryan tried to do a kick in the middle. Matt Cardona countered. Nice clothesline by Cardona. Nice elbow in the corner. Throws him to the turnbuckle. Flapjack in the middle of the ring. Matt Cardona covers. 1, 2. Kick out by little brother Ryan. The people in Canada are chanting Chelsea's husband at Cardona. No, I don't even think Safa. I don't think Noah would wish that on anybody. It's part of the gimmick to not like her, but he wouldn't wish that on anybody. Hometown man ducks under Nick Nemitz. These jabbing punches. Oh, a little bit of Dusty spinning punch. Hometown man trying to get the boom boom clap going. But what do you guys think? Did that sound to you guys when Ash did that speech? Did it sound like a retirement speech? Because she didn't say, I'll be back and I'll come and claim this title. She just says, I can't do this again or anymore. Relinquished the title and walked out. It changed the whole demeanor here tonight. But anyways, we'll go on as hometown man is climbing the top turnbuckle. Ryan holding onto his leg. He kicks him off. Top turnbuckle. Jumps over Nick. Nick with that beautiful drop kick. Tag to Ryan. Ryan Edmonton with a running in flying clothesline covers hometown man. 1, 2, gets a 2 count. Now elbows to the shoulder. They have cameras in the back. They're showing Joe Henry has been taken out. He's scheduled to go one-on-one with Eric Young later, but somebody took Joe Henry out. Does that mean NXT is here? Did they take Joe Henry out? That's going to be a question. That's very suspicious that Joe Henry's on the floor, laying in the back now. NXT might be invading here tonight, people. Bound for Glory has just been flipped on his head in terms of the Knockouts division. Nick Nemeth tagging Ryan in here. Oh! Punches a hometown man right in the stomach, throws him into the corner. Tags Nick back in, or no, he looked like he was going to tag him. He's making fun of Matt Cardona. Woo woo in the corner. He says woo woo boo. Puts both thumbs down. Runs in, but hometown man with a clothesline. Matt's itching to get in, jumping up and down in the corner. Hometown man desperate need of a tag there. But he's going towards the wrong corner, hometown. Find your corner. Ryan able to tag Nick. Hometown tag Matt. Matt meets Nick with a clothesline. Knocks Ryan off the apron. Double knee. Nick ran into a double knee. Matt sitting on the turnbuckle. Missile drop kick off the rope. Matt telling Nick to get up. Running into a clothesline against Nick Nemeth. Lining him up. That boot in the corner that Matt likes. Cardona grabs him. Unprettier. He used his wife's move. The Unprettier. 1, 2. Right. Nick Nemeth able to kick out after Matt just stole his wife's move in Canada and hit the Unprettier. Matt Cardona looked like he's setting up for radio silence. Able to counter is Nick Nemeth, and he tags Ryan in. Radio silence, but he's not the legal man anymore. Ryan able to run in with the stalling DDT. 1, 2. Matt able to get his shoulder off the mat. Ryan calling Nick in illegally, I might add, for a double team move here. Matt able to flip out of it, backs into his corner. Blind tag by hometown man, climbs the top rope. Flying dive, pins both Nemeth. 1, 2, kick out by both men. Matt coming in, super kick by Nick. Hometown man kicks Ryan, kicks Nick. Has him in a bulldog chase. Oh, went for the sliced bread, but he missed it. Nick. Oh! Heart attack in Canada by the Nemesis here. Just up the road from Calgary. Now they're doing the Heart Foundation taunt. And they are wearing pink. So shout out to the Heart Foundation. And Ryan is putting Hometown Man in the sharpshooter, or at least he looks like he's trying to go for it. But Matt pulls Ryan out. Inside cradle. 1, 2, 3. He got him. He got him. Hometown Man got Ryan with an inside cradle. Hometown Man and Matt Cardona rolled the Nemeth, rolled Ryan Nemeth up. Now after the match, zigzag. Sorry, danger zone. Hometown, they need Matt Cardona in the back. Knocked him out of the ring. Now Hometown Man is left all alone in the middle of the ring with the Nemeth's disposal. It looked like they're trying to take his mask off. They're ripping the Hometown Man's mask off. He covers his face. The Nemeth brother just disrespected and took his mask off. Matt Cardona jumped in the ring, covered his face with the T-shirt. But then the Ryan did a running boot and knocked Mark Cardona out. The Nemeth sending a clear and dangerous message to the Hometown Man and Ryan. Hometown Man and Matt Cardona. You may have won the match, but you didn't win the war, I guess. Sorry, folks, I had to turn the light on. It's getting a little too dark in here. TNA getting an A-game rapid hydration commercial. It was a fun tag team with Safet. And again, please subscribe. You can scan the QR code. It will lead you right to the Rage of Wrestling YouTube channel, and you can subscribe there. We have all of our QR codes here. If you want to follow us on the Simply Reliable Studio on X, that is now that QR code. Santana backstage now. Has a microphone in front of Hall E. Santana said, "You're coming face to face with a hell unlike any other. Tonight, I sacrifice of my life. One day you may be the guy, Rich Holland, but tonight you're a door that I gotta walk through to get to trick the entire world that I'm built for war. I'm bound for glory. And I'm walking out TNA World Champion." I guess Santana's match is next. What an impassionate speech. Rich Holland versus Mike Santana. TNA versus NXT next. Bronx, New York's own Mike Santana. Santana, who we just saw on NXT, doing commentary for the winner-take-all match. But the match is still intact because there was no decision. TNA World Champion Trick Williams versus Mike Santana will happen October 12th, Bound for Glory, and we will be covering it here at the Simply Reliable Studios. And I'm going to go nuts because I know Santana is walking out TNA champion. Santana's entrance still long as hell. I forgot Rich Holland was even. I didn't know he was still part of NXT, to be honest. But we never heard any release news. So Rich Holland's coming in. Look good though. 253 pounds. I totally forgot about this guy until we attacked Mike Santana last week on Impact. Whoa! Bell didn't even ring, and Mike Santana with a running drop kick gets Ridge in the corner. Ridge pushes him out. Double leg takedown by Mike Santana with these right fists. I'm not even sure if the bell rang yet, but Rich Holland slid out of the ring now. I guess the bell rang because the referee's counting for the 10. Mike Santana, suicide dive over the ring to the outside. Water, please. Water. No, bottle water. Mike Santana poses on the corner there. Santana took a flight over here in Canada there. Over the top rope, Swanton dived to the outside. Now he's got Ridge in the barricade with some 9th-inch chops here. Pointing at the corner, lets a fan take a picture of him before he chops Ridge again. Ridge backing Mike Santana into the apron. Back first. You know that hurts. Now Irish whip into the corner, reversed by Santana. Knocks Ridge right into the stairs and he flips forward. Referee checking on Rich Holland now. Santana backing up. I think he's going to run and jump off the turnbuckle as he does. But he's caught by Ridge. Jaw dropped onto the apron. Face first under that turnbuckle. And now catapult kick. Both men on the outside. Referee being lenient with the count here. Rolls Mike Santana in. Ridge with a fisherman suplex. No, Michinoku driver. 1, 2. Kick out by Mike Santana. Rich Holland being athletic, but with one bad wheel. Ridge, 9 years in the business here against a veteran, Mike Santana. Boot to Rich Holland. Jumps over him out of the corner, grabs Rich Holland's foot, tries to go for an enziguri. Roll it up and over. Elbow by Mike Santana. Hopping on the rope, crossbody. Out of the corner. I thought he was going to hold it for the cover, but he didn't. Ridge has nothing to lose and everything to gain here going against Santana. Santana has a lot to lose because he's got that Bound for Glory title match. So, very interesting that he took this match. Running power slam by Rich Holland. Now, scoop slam. Cover, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh! Mike Santana just got the shoulder up. Referee was about an inch from the mat to call a 3. Mike Santana, biggest heart in the game. Ridge, Bulldog front face choke. Get me a water. Santana felt that coming. Backdrops Ridge. Hyping up the crowd, slapping the turnbuckle now. Blocked a punch by Ridge. Following up with a couple of right hands himself. Ridge, Irish whip. Thunderous clothesline. Another one. Irish whip to the corner. Ridge able to reverse. Flying clothesline by Mike Santana and a kip up. Ridge is on dream streak now. Ninth inch chop out of the corner. Irish whip. Reversal by Ridge. Mike Santana gets out of the corner. Grabs a boot. Rising Insiguri to the side of Ridge Holland's head. Bounces off. Pushes him. Rolls over. Santana went for the rolling. DVD by Mike Santana covers Ridge. Able to kick out at 2. You got to believe that Trick Williams is watching this match. He's probably hoping Ridge hurts Santana, so that makes it easier for Trick Williams to beat him at Bound for Glory. Both men down. Santana first to his feet, breaks the ref's count. Santana setting up for that discus clothesline out of the corner. Holland blocks it. No spinning the block here. A couple of back elbows by Santana. Comes out of the turnbuckle. Rolling buck 50. 1, 2. Rich Holland kicks out. Rich somehow stays alive after the rolling buck 50. Santana. Oh, cannonball into the corner. Santana can't afford to lose here, ladies and gentlemen. Both men, dangerous territory on the corner here. Mike Santana rolls back. Meets Rich Holland on the top turnbuckle. Looks like he's going to go for a superplex out of the corner. But he hangs on. A little tres amigos. Rich Holland able to reverse into a power slam. 1, 2, 3. No! Santana able to get his shoulder up. That would have been an incredible, nice recovery by Rich Holland. As we take a look at the replay, he did a superplex, held on to a 3 amigos. Rich reversed it, picked him up, put him on his shoulder, and a huge power slam. I don't know how Santana was able to get his shoulder off the mat, but that was awesome. Both men head to head, face to face, nose to nose, while on the mat, using each other to get up, exchanging elbows. There's an elbow by Santana, elbow by Ridge. Santana's turn. Ridge with an elbow, forearm shot. Now Santana with a few in a row. Headbutt by Ridge Holland. Bounces off the rope. Bump kick by Mike Santana. Clothesline. Spin the block, but he misses. Rich Holland ducks. Spin the block by Santana. Rich is out. 1, 2, 3. Mike Santana wins clean in the middle of the ring. Spin the block. I got that one wrong. I picked Rich because I thought it was going to be a disqualification. Well, Mike Santana does win. Take a look at the replay. Rich Holland trying to do clotheslines of his own. Santana ducked. He bounced off the rope right into the spin the block. And if that happens October 12th, we will have a new TNA World Champion. Santana with all the momentum on his side now. Trick Williams' music just hit. Whoop that Trick. Whoop that Trick. Santana turned around looking at the apron. I think Trick is going to come from behind, and he did. But, Santana was ready. Blocked. Now he goes for Rich Holland. Trick takes him out. He hits him in the face with the belt. Now he laid Santana out. Trick Williams is on top of him. Santana laid out by the title. Puts one foot on Santana. The freaking disrespect by Trick Williams. This son of a bitch who represents NXT, who can't even wear the TNA title the correct way. He wears it upside down. This disrespectful son of a... All right, I need to calm down. Puts his Jordans right on the sternum of Mike Santana here. As Whoop That Trick plays through Edmonton. Looking at the crowd, holding that title up. Enjoy it while it lasts, buddy, because come October 12th, you're not having that title anymore. Santana with the victory, but he doesn't look like much of a victor right now. Trick screaming, walking out with the title now. Santana's just gaining consciousness. We'll see if who's going to continue. Who will be the TNA champion October 12th? As Victory Road continue. Here's the injury report here, presented by Bioflex. Following a backstage attack, Joe Henry is questionable. Status is uncertain. He got attacked backstage. We have no idea who did it. Not sure if he'll be complete. Moose has a head injury, but he is cleared. He will compete tonight. He does have a head injury. As you saw, Agent Zero with that headbutt right to the throat. Mara Sade is injured. She's bruising. Her status is out for right now. Sade is expected to return soon. Now Steve Maclin, no injuries. His status is clear. Frank, no injuries, cleared. They're both at 100% and cleared for tonight. The injury report presented by Bioflex. I'm a little shocked that Ash by Elegance was not in that injury report. So I have no idea what happened to her. As we go backstage, looks like Matt Hardy's being seen by a trainer. Doc hesitant to clear Matt Hardy. He's asking, am I clear? I have to put his ass through a table. The doctor said, you know what, Matt? You're clear. So it's official. Matt Hardy one-on-one with AJ Francis. Coming up next, though, however, is Moose versus Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali versus Moose. Winner will have the advantage at Bound for Glory. Won the match, basically lethal lockdown without a cage. No disqualification, 3-on-3. And as TNA shows their highlight package, I'm going to go to commercial one last time. Hopefully Noah will be here, but I'm going to go. This is everything you can see coming up at the Simply Reliable Studios. Please subscribe as we will cover all the wrestling. This is everything coming up on the Simply Reliable Studios.
And now for a taste of things to come.
And of course, we here at the Simple Reliable Studios cover, endorse all the professional wrestling. But here is Moose coming out first with his entrance. Waiting on the order 4 is Mustafa Ali. They're speaking about how the advantage works on this match, Bound for Glory now. Here's the order 4. In Ali, we trust. Who do you trust tonight is the question. Do you trust in Ali or do we trust the system one more time? There's Tasha Steele leading the way for the order 4. Agent Zero following behind. The Great Hands feeling it. They're feeling it from earlier. There's Ali. An Egyptian entrance for Mr. Ali here. Mustafa Ali. Showing up his fist. You heard it. Order 4 has to leave according to the rules of this match. The system also not allowed out here, but the system didn't come out with Moose. They're trying to make it 1-on-1 for 100% sure. Ali enjoying a lot of success recently. Held the TNA X Division Championship for a long time. So Moose got his paws on him. And Ali, we trust. Referee taking that pendulum off of Ali's neck here. Here it goes. Mustafa Ali, bell rings. Rolls out of the corner, showing he's too fast for Moose. Ali tried daring Moose to hit him in the jaw, but he's just ducking and diving. Runs out of the ring, off the turnbuckle, missed 9-inch chop, ducks under the clothesline. Ali slides in and showboats to the crowd, trying to get under the skin of Moose and frustrate him, showing him how fast he is. He does have the speed advantage, but when Moose can't get hold of him, and Moose with a pump kick outside the ring. Woo! Took Ali down immediately with that pump kick. Crowd chanting for Moose. Moose throws Ali back in. Gives a couple of high fives to the crowd. Slide under the turnbuckle. Ooh, runs right into a kick by Ali. Ali, 9th-inch chop in the corner of Moose. Moose just took it. Wipes it off. Ali doesn't know because he's turned around. Now he sees that didn't affect Moose. Another chop. Moose takes it again. Rubs it off. Throws Ali into the corner. Delivers a 9th-inch chop of his own. Ali felt that one. Chop for chop is not going to go in Ali's favor when you're in there with a 6'4" Moose. Moose throwing Ali to the corner. Charges in. Ali up and over. Gets goozled by Moose. Sat on top of the rope. Jumping drop kick all the way to the top rope. Knocks Ali out of the ring. Woo! The athleticism of the former TNA World Champion and X Division Champion Moose. Beautiful drop kick by Moose. Uh-oh. Moose throwing the stairs to the corner. Picks up the other set. Taking it out of the corner. I don't know what Moose is doing. Moose picks up Ali. Looks like he's going to powerbomb him onto the set of steps. I don't know why he's separated if he wants to do that. Ali slips out. Super kick right in the jaw. Goes for a tornado drop kick, but he doesn't go on the stairs. He does it on the floor. Ali with the momentum now. Nice by Mustafa Ali. That was beautiful. Throws Moose over. Jumping over the top rope. Does a moonsault off the second rope. Cover one. Just a one count, and Moose powers out and actually launches Ali through the ropes. Ali rolling neck breaker out of the corner. Rolls. 1, 2. Gets barely a 2 count. Hardcore War is going to be October 12th, Bound for Glory. We're here to find out who gets the advantage. Just add these showboats to the crowd.
So it is all even. Will always be a one-man advantage. Whoever wins this match, there's absolute madness.
Ali with a hurricanrana out of the corner takes Moose out. Bounces out of the crowd. Tope Suicida by Mustafa Ali. Runs into the barricade, knocks over the table that they usually put a title on when there's a title match. Ali climbing the rope now. Crowd chanting for TNA. I think Ali's going for that 450 splash, but Moose ran out of the way, landed on his feet. Uranagi by Moose. And then a set down senton, and then a kick up by Moose. Yes. People this size should not be doing this, but Moose is showing what he can do. Crowd chanting for him. Oh, he went for the spear, but a knee by Ali. And a chop by Moose. Oh, they are exchanging chops. Again, Ali, you are not going to win with these chop exchanges against Moose. But Ali getting 2 in a row. Moose with another one. It's all Moose turn. Goes for a big boot. Ali grabs it, backs up for a super kick. Ducks under the clothesline, but he missed it. But Moose hit him with a second follow-up clothesline. And now a power bomb. Ali able to sunset flip into a destroyer. 1, 2. Oh! Moose able to kick out. Nice reversal by Ali. Mustafa turned a power bomb into a destroyer. That was beautiful. Nice. We're staying still. The advantage of Bound for Glory is hanging in the balance. Ali flips up from the apron to the top rope. Moose able to meet them there. Chop by Moose to Ali. Keeps cutting off Ali at the pass. Looks like he's going to go for a superplex here. Pushes Moose off of the corner. I think he ripped him in the eye. Moose goes to go meet him. Oh, he clapped in between his head. Claps his ear. That will mess up your equilibrium. But then gets caught. Choke slam power bomb, but it covers. Ali kicks out at 2 3/4. Moose thought he had him, and so did I. Ali able to dig deep and get his shoulder off the mat there. As they get a replay, he got caught on the top rope. There's that choke slam power bomb by Moose. 1, 2. Oh! Moose went for the spear. Ali able to move out of the way as we go live from the replay. trying to suplex Moose. That's kind of a bad idea here, Ali. I think he's going for the brain buster. Kick to the stomach, going for a power bomb. Mustafa, is he gonna get it? No, Mustafa able to get down. Suplex by Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali was able to pick up a man that's almost double his size with that suplex. Shows the core power of Mustafa Ali there. Ali, you're full advantage right now, but he might be making a mistake. He's taking too long. Mocking Moose's taunt, and now he kicks him right in the sternum. Mocks it again, the hoof. Oh, another kick to the sternum. Ali getting a little too full of himself. When you have someone the size of Moose down, you take advantage. Nice super kick by Ali. Bounces off the top rope. Moose reverses. Somersault by Ali. Gets out of it. Spear! Spear by Moose! Too close to the ropes, I think. 1, 2. Ali's foot was on the rope. Moose hooked his leg, and Ali's leg touched the turnbuckle. The bottom rope. Bad placement by Moose. That spear was in bad placement. As we go to the replay, look at this. He dodged that somersault, bounced off the rope, spun him with that spear. But when he hooked Ali's leg, he hooked his leg up too high. The ropes were right there. Look at that. 1, 2. Jessica at the last second. Jessica Carr saw it. Moose running around. Here comes a freight train. The outside. But Ali countered with a back body drop on those stairs. Crowd screaming, holy shit. $450 by Ali, and Moose sat up holding him. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that. Ali get a $450. Moose sat up holding him. That was crazy. Now exchanging punches here. Up and over, under. Ali with a rolling cutter, but I think Moose moved. Yes, Moose moved. Ali might be out cold. Moose calling for the spear here. Oh, Ali ducked under the spear and did a cover. Nice counter by Ali. Backslide now. Moose gets him into a powerbomb position. Hurricane Rana reversal by Ali. Spear by Ali into a cover. Nope. And now a powerbomb by Ali, by Moose. Powerbomb in the center of the ring. 1, 2. Ali able to kick out. Unbelievable. Just in the nick of time, he was able to kick out. I don't know how you beat Ali. Why are the escorts of Ali come to the ringside now? The escorts are trying to distract Moose. They're doing this Egyptian dancing. They're distracting the referee. At least one of them is. And if somebody goes under the ring, I think that's Tasha Steele that's dressed like that. Low blow to Moose by one of the escorts. And then Ali with a running drop kick to Moose in the corner. 450 splash out of the corner on top of Moose. 1, 2, 3. Ali wins. And they are taking the advantage Order 4 have the advantage in the hardcore match at Bound for Glory. Order 4 has the advantage at the system at Bound for Glory. And they lift the dancer lifts her mask up, and it was Tasha Steelz. I freaking knew it. She was one of those dancers. Showing the sacrifices that she makes all the time, that Jezebel for Ali. As we go to the replay here, Moose distracted by one dancer. The other dancer, who we now know is Tasha Steelz, comes from behind, low blows Moose, sets him up in the corner for the 450 splash. That beautiful move Ali uses, got all of it. And then right there, cover 1, 2, 3. And now the Order 4 has the advantage. Come Bound for Glory. This road did indeed lead to victory for Mustafa Ali. They go to a video package of Eric Young here. Don't know what condition Joe Henry's in. Joe Henry saying, I'm not a difficult man to find. Eric Young using that power driver. If he does that to Joe Henry tonight, it might be over. With Joe Henry already suffering an injury earlier, we have no idea. Joe Henry, and with that, mentioning Joe Henry, you say his name and here he appears. I can say Noah, who I will give up the seat for the commentary one-on-one, but we are going into Joe Henry versus Eric Young, and we don't know Joe Henry's condition as he was attacked earlier in the night by some mysterious person. We have no idea who attacked him. My guess is somebody from NXT, but he was attacked earlier. They said his status is questionable when they did the injury report.
Okay, I walked into a whole lot of stuff, and why is there a QR code at the top corner of the screen? Okay, that aside.
That QR code leads, each of us have our own QR code. There's a new feature in the StreamYard, and it leads directly to YouTube where you can subscribe just by scanning the QR code. That is the Rage of Wrestling's QR code, and each of us have one now, and so does the SRS Twitter account.
Fair enough. Well, that being said, Walter Cruz, good to see you. Hello, everybody, and welcome back once again here to Sit Bomb Studios. Thank you all that's been continually tuning in, whether live right now along with us, whether you watch this along as a blind conduit on demand. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Friday evening. I've heard a lot of news has gone down as Eric Young looks to purge TNA Wrestling from Joe Henry, and sounds like he might already have one upsmanship as Joe Henry has been mysteriously attacked prior to this match. Of course, this match stems from the fact that Eric Young blames Joe Henry for the fact that you caused this situation that TNA, of course, is in, and Eric Young looks to cleanse TNA of Joe Henry, thinking he's a disease, a virus, a reason that TNA may very well be failing, and he might be the truth, the way.
Eric Young saying my opponent couldn't be here tonight. Are we in sync?
I figure 1 second ahead of me, but don't worry about it.
I don't have any idea why. I paused, unpaused. That makes me the automatic winner of the match.
Right.
Now I know. We in sync?
Yeah, about like
Okay.
maybe a millisecond apart, but pretty much it's kind of like in sync. I can even overhear it a little bit, so it's all good.
Yeah, I turned it up on purpose so you can kind of catch it.
That's fair.
This isn't a goodbye.
Right. This
This was on purpose.
on purpose, huh?
This was the.
Yeah, like literally this was right before mine. So it's like, I think in our set we should be fine. And then you could turn your thing down. That way we don't get copyright strike. Perfect.
I think he's saying that Joe Henry's trying to de facto go to NXT.
Well, he
I
did
think-
say his name.
He said his name and he appeared.
Appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. But is he actually here? I believe in Joe Hendry. Do you believe?
He's here, but I mean, what condition is he in? And who attacked him?
Well, the bottom line, Walter, when you're motivated by 250 pounds of pure motivation by the TNA faithful, injuries be damned, Joe Hendry's here, and he's ready to fight. You just took Eric Young over the right, and it looks like this match is on. Pushing through the pain. You talk about the intangible you can't measure on a professional wrestler, which is heart. And by the way, shout out to Walter Cruz. If you haven't already subscribed to him, folks, thank you for holding it down solo as I was out on a social activity for the first time in I don't know when. I had an incredible time. I've heard that a lot of news has gone down, and of course, whoa! Big fat body drop as the Order 4 did get the advantage for Bound for Glory Hardcore Awards. I overheard you a moment ago as Tasha Steelz cosplayed a belly dancer. And now we got Joe Hendry and Eric Young here, where Eric Young's looking to cleanse TNA from the disease known as this pure motivation.
AJ Francis earlier, let me catch you up. AJ Francis did that little interview with Hardy, choke slammed him to the table, and then Santino made it official. Tonight, Matt Hardy one-on-one with AJ Francis was added. As we get asked by Elegance came out, relinquished the title. It almost sounded like she retired. She didn't say exactly what her injury is, what happened. She said, I can no longer compete. And whether you booed me or you cheered for me, I love you guys. Me winning this title meant everything. And I'm sad, but I can't do it anymore. She gave the title to Santino and Carlos. And then they announced an impromptu battle royal where the last two will later meet tonight during Victory Road. That was on the pre-show. The last two were Kalani Jordan from NXT and Lei Ying Lee. So now official one-on-one Lei Ying Lee and Kalani Jordan for the Knockouts Championship.
What the fuck?
Ash sounded like she retired. I have no idea. And the tag team title, Knockouts title, was scrapped. It will now be on this Thursday on Impact because they were involved in the Battle Royal.
Well then, on that note, Joe Hendry and Eric Young won on the ring. Fuck flop dollar and.
And people said you would be happy, but I spoke for you. You can speak for yourself. I said no one's happy when someone's injured, regardless of how you feel about Ash. No one wants that passion taken away from them. And she had to relinquish the title due to injury. You would not be proud of that.
Now, I'm just a simple man, and I feel like people don't care much about this grudge match, so let me talk to you. The essence of professional wrestling is the connection between worker and fan. You love what you love. You engage in what you enjoy. You fucking hate what annoys you, yet still intrigues you. As you want to get a glorified bimbo bitch Maybelline non-endorsed character, get her comeuppance eventually by a worthy competitor. That is the goal of a heel in the business, to push forward a babyface. And I believe that would have been Indi Hartwell Bound for Glory. The fact of the matter that not the character, not simply the competitor, but the person known by Ash in wrestling. Fuck Elegance branding aside. Character outlook aside, I never, ever wish ill will on a human being regarding what they love doing to us, for us, by us, and that is entertaining. I fucking hated the Elegance brand, and Ash was the forefront of its creation, but there is no denying she kept a focus, whether you liked it or not. on the TNA Knockouts division. I have nothing but respect for the human being Ash, and if this is her farewell from what she loved doing in ring, leading this locker room towards the future, the true alternative of women's professional wrestling, I have nothing to say left but thank you, and whatever the future holds for you, may it only do more good for you in whatever you choose to do, or as much good as what you've been doing with your life, with what TNA Wrestling has brought to you. Thank you, Ash.
Yeah, I don't think we got Ash by Elegance tonight. I think we got Ashley Sabrera in that ring. She was raw and emotional.
With that being said, speaking of emotions running at all-time high between Joe Hendry and Eric Young. Joe Hendry looking for his first big win here, and who knows how long here in TNA, looking to shut Eric Young up. But to Eric Young's point, Joe Hendry was the catalyst to that trick-ass game, holding hostage the TNA World Championship, as of course it was stolen from Joe Hendry at NXT Battleground. And clearly people like Eric Young particularly have not let Joe Hendry forget about it. A great naked choke applied now by the world-class maniac, former TNA World Television, TNA World, TNA Tag, TNA World Television champion of many facets. Basically, every title in this damn company.
We still don't know who attacked Joe Hendry too, so that's still a story that's ongoing.
Well, does Eric Young have a believer in him that believes in his mission statement that Joe Hendry needs to be cleansed from TNA? Because remember, the Northern Army is no longer a thing. Icarus and basically, I'm going to call it what they are. They left for Eric Young, especially when Joe Hendry interfered in that match via distraction and cost Eric Young against Icarus. And again, naked choke applied. And of course, we know that Eric Young loves to soften his opponent's neck for that ridiculous pile driver as he's bringing Joe Hendry down. The man has the body grapevine. And Eric Young right now looking to send Joe Hendry to sleep. Somehow, Joe Hendry trying to will on the faithful that still chant, "We believe." Trying to find second life in this match. Singles grudge match here. Nothing on the line but pride, if we're being perfectly honest.
Holy shit, did you miss a match with Ali and Moose too, man? Those two went at it.
I'm not surprised, but I imagine it was a distraction finish by someone in order for, regardless of you don't trust a politician.
Oh, what else did you miss? Oh, Santana went over. Santana went over with the spin the block, but right after Trick Williams came out, hit him in the face with the title. And that's how he was left, and then he walked out. But Santana did get the win.
So Santana's going to whoop that Trick, hopefully at Bound for Glory. Oh, a nice stalling vertical drop suplex by Joe Hendry, trying to breathe new life in this match.
The victory road definitely leads to Bound for Glory.
Yeah, and apparently it's a rocky road. And again, to Ashley, I wish her nothing but the best in whatever her future holds. So we see now the indefinite end of two wrestling careers. Ashley and Adam Cole this year alone, not on their own willing way they wanted to go out. Damn.
You hate to see somebody get taken away from what they love so much.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, whether you hate it or love it, character investment or wrestling, analysis aside, you're still engaged by the fact they are in this world that we all connect with, and that's professional wrestling. Nice follow-away slamming a kip up here. When did Joe Hendry get a clone in the audience? Wait for it.
Jeez, he's milking it.
Again, it's been a long time, Walter, since we've seen this.
Believe!
Joe Hendry looking to rock Edmonton, Alberta, Canada in TNA's first ever appearance here. Looking to send with a standing ovation. Eric Young with a nasty rig of the eyes. And going off the ropes is looking to do whatever it takes to win. Nice shoulder blocks as Eric Young up and over on his head.
He's a veteran. You know he knows every trick in the book, Noah.
No kidding. Big Olympic slam by Joe Hendry. Cover now. Hook the far leg and gets a 2 count.
Joe Hendry just hit an Olympic slam. What the hell?
And again, Joe Hendry respects TNA despite Eric Young thinking that he is a disease that needs to be cleansed. Let's not forget Joe Hendry has brought up names like Bobby Roode, Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe, amongst other greats that have if we're being honest here, motivated him to believe in himself and believe in TNA.
By the way, interesting enough, they did the injury report and Ash was not on it.
Now, Joe Hendry, again, putting Eric Young on the second turnbuckle. That just tells me that this is far more than just something that's temporary. I think, to your point, if this was not character, this was the person, we very well might have saw the retirement of Ash Lee Sabrea from wrestling. Oh, big right hand knocks Joe Hendry down. And Eric Young looking for that massive top rope elbow drop. Kenny and Joe Hendry, no!
I wonder if we find out who attacked him by the end of this match on top of all this.
That sounds like the hits just keep on coming, not just inside TNA, but from outside sources. So it wouldn't surprise me. And we all know Eric Young is known to have somebody up his sleeve by design. If you look at his career. Now mocking Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry slow to rise as Eric Young hoists him up in the fireman's carry. Think about the Devil Eye Driver. Joe Hendry will find back. Pick up her cuts here by the former TNA World Champion. The Irish Whip off the ropes. Eric Young hooking up Joe Hendry possibly for. Oh no. Oh no. Hendry with a pile driver. However, bad press hit the near leg and Joe Hendry kicks at two.
Ooh, I thought it was over right there.
He has put away a slew of TNA champions with that move.
I said it before you came on that if he hits that power driver tonight because they were showing in the highlight, then it's over for Joe Hendry.
Well, again, usually Eric Young already attacked an official. Now grab it. Oh, and a low blow. A mule kick behind the referee's back.
Oh, I just remembered the other thing you missed. So Matt Cardona and the hometown man got the win. And freaking Cardona used his wife's unprettier. The crowd popped so hard for it. It didn't get the win, but it was the funniest shit ever. And then they started cheering Chelsea's husband.
Shout out to the face of North America, Chelsea Green, who still should be the W9 States Women's Champion. And I stand by that. Drew Ziggler, Sinner and Saint, what the hell are they doing here? And Joe Hendry hooking up Eric Young for a standing ovation.
They helped Henry, though.
Cover. Joe Hendry with the win. They believe.
They helped Henry. What did Eric Young do to them?
Did they help Joe Hendry? Did they stick it to Eric Young? Either way, Joe Hendry just beat Eric Young tonight, Victory Road.
They stuck it to Eric Young more than they helped.
I mean, technically, I guess there was no disqualification involved here because the chair was not physically used by him as a weapon. It was brought in the ring by Eric Young. Eric Young, by design, defeated himself. Well, one thing's for certain, TNA still believes in Joe Hendry as he motivates the masses here tonight in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Joe Hendry does not look 100%. You could tell. I wanna. It's going to be interesting to know who attacked him.
Well, for now, that's a question for another time because we want to believe that Joe Hendry can literally still be the saving grace of TNA wrestling, and apparently Sinner and Saint believe so as well. Seeing the light out of Eric Young's madness.
Oh, the song is starting over.
Well, I mean, it's a short song. It's like, like 90 seconds long, Walter.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they're not copyright. Come on now, give him an encore, Joe Hendry. That's motivational right there, folks. That's our former TNA World Champion. And the most motivational man in the wrestling business. 250 pounds of pure motivation. The answer to all life questions. But is it the answer to what feels like a TNA invasion? But no matter where Joe Hendry goes, Walter, one thing is for certain. We believe.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is a lot easier than yeeting, by the way, folks.
Oh, isn't it? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm just slowly swaying with the masses here. And again, thank you to those that have tuned in. And Walter Cruz, God bless you. Incredible job. It sounds like it. You kept the thing rolling on both sides. And maybe you should do this more often. Maybe I should go bowling more often and just leave Walter here solo commentate. What do you think, folks?
No thanks.
Sure, come on. You can handle it. Shout out to Zafet, Daniel, Charles, Matt Helms, Nestor, Wesley, and everybody in the chat. As we look back at NXT this past Tuesday, where Trick Williams and Obafemi were colliding over both the NXT and TNA World Championships, as the TNA locker room took a very unique seat amongst the NXT audience. People included not limited to Ash, Cassie Lee, Jessica McKay, Moose, Steve Maclin, Mike Santana on commentary, Matt Cardona, Vance Warner, Steph DeLander, Zachary Wentz. The TNA locker room invaded NXT, crossed their line, and remind NXT exactly who the fuck they are and what that championship means. And the match ended, of course, in an all-out brawl, no contest. The NXT locker room collided with TNA. One of the damnedest things I've seen in the last 24 years across multiple companies. Freaking all-out, total nonstop anarchy.
They can do the invasion right this time. A chance to right or wrong from the past.
Well, I mean, I personally, as I'm TNA faithful and I fuck the black and chrome, I was proud of what TNA did, standing up for themselves and standing up for what is the value and prestige of their championship being held by a one cosplaying Black Snow Booker T trick ass pony.
Tonight it's been crazy, man. Come on, who's next? Leon Slater, Mylan Road? Let's go. Nope, like it's the AJ's. Lord have mercy.
Well, yeah, you know, I was being humble towards Ash, but I still say fuck Flop Dollar. As of course, we learned that Matt Hardy, to your point, while he was chosen for that table, he will go one-on-one against Flop Dollar tonight here at Victory Road. The ratings killer. Oh, great. I come home to call this match. I did not You're telling me because they were in a battle royal, I couldn't get the tag team championships now for the knockouts. I got Flop Dollar, Matt Hardy instead. Might as well go to a bathroom break. Run our commercial. Run our trailer.
Yeah.
Delete.
Inspiration was involved in the battle royal, so they moved it to Thursday. You know what though?
That was one of 3 matches I gave a shit about tonight.
You know what makes it worse?
What?
With Ash being injured, I don't think they're gonna actually let them lose the titles now.
You know, I was at bowling with nachos and french fries and ketchup with friends and catching up with friends. And then you brought me home to this with humbling my spirit and cold black heart in showing sympathy towards a person that very well might be retiring from professional wrestling. And then you tell me I got to call fucking Flop Dollar.
Speaking of nachos, I'll be back.
Hey, Anyway, as Francis takes on Matt Hardy here, one-on-one impromptu at Victory Road, as we wait for the Hardys to take on Team 3D in a tables match that was made official this past Thursday on TNA Wrestling, when we sign on the dotted line for the final time between Matt and Jeff Hardy and the Dudley Boys. Of course, Bubba Ray Dudley and Devon Dudley. Record saying multiple time TNA were tag team champions in their own right. And Matt Hardy with a microphone in hand. As it seems like the Hardy train continues rolling indefinitely. He's spoken to Team Morella. And tonight's match is going to be a tables match. All right, I guess Matt Hardy wants a little bit of a preparation before Bound for Glory. And tonight, your friend, I'm going to put your big ass through a table. I'm fine with that. Do 2 tables. Do a barbed wire table. Do a glass table. Do a table where you can't stand up again. 2 weeks from Sunday, of course, Bound for Glory, folks. Again, as I said, it will be the Hardys versus Team 3D. And the TNA Tag Champions will be on the line And it will be a tables match there as well. As Mackenzie Mitchell confirms this, and that ugly grimace on Francis's face. Again, the point of a tables match, folks, drive your opponent for a table. Big shoulder block inside the steel ring steps. Again, Charles, good to see you. Yes, I am back home. And again, folks, we'll be back on TNA again on pay-per-view exclusively. TNA Bound for Glory. That's October 12th from Lowell, Massachusetts. The one final time, the one final table for the TNA World Tag Team Championships. Man and Jeff Hardy versus Bubba Ray and Devon Dudley. Charles, I already am extremely aware of what happened. I saw the Instagram clips during Ash Francis's entrance. I have nothing but humble humility towards Ash and the future of her as a human being when it comes to her own mental and physical well-being. Thank you, Ash, you obnoxious bitch of a character, for what you give to me in TNA wrestling and investing in something I wanted to see destroyed. But I wish that you ended your run a different way under your own means through the story you were trying to tell of Indi Hartwell. Thank you, Ash. All the best. Period. And that being said, I'd rather talk about this than AJ Francis any day of the week. AJ Francis right now driving Matt Hardy's face through the table. And, of course, talking about the Hardys and their legacies. And Dudley's, of course, talking about how we do this one last time. Now they're calling it one last table. Makes me wonder if they're only going to use actually one table in that match. Crowd chanting the same thing I want to echo. I absolutely agree. Fuck Francis. You know, I'm not sure who I hate more at this point. AJ Francis or Don Callis. At least somebody has an eye for a town and actually is a terrible human being. To a degree. I can't imagine somebody that freaking manages people like Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega, Kazuchika Okada is the most absolutely deplorable human being on the planet. Plus, he's not an in-ring competitor taking valuable airtime with the worst talk show in history. And AJ Francis right now just embracing the ire of not only me, but the Edmonton TNA faithful. Hard hours whip to Matt Hardy. Where the fuck is Jeff Hardy, though, is what I'm wondering. And Matt Hardy set up in the corner.
Sorry, Noah. By the way, Jeff Hardy isn't allowed into Canada, remember? He has a felony.
That's right, I forgot. Flop tower flops over the top rope.
I showed earlier, but I'm dog sitting, so I had to feed the dog.
That's fair.
My nephew's here and his dog.
I do keep forgetting about that, so I'll give you that. That's fair.
Yeah, Canada doesn't allow anybody with an American felony, anybody with a felony into their country.
That's fair. Oh,
the reason the Usos were allowed back in is because it wasn't a felony; it was dropped regular charges.
Still, I mean, the jurisdiction on what's a crime versus what's not a crime is a whole different conversation.
So I heard you. I had you in my ear the whole time. Did I hear you say that they turned this into an actual tables match?
That is correct.
Jesus, somebody's gonna get Woody, and it ain't Toy Story.
Too bad it's not a glass table, and Francis doesn't go through it.
Right, first glass. Oh, you already edited it. Thank you.
Dude, I got you. You're not alone here. Again, flowers to Walter Cruz. Please subscribe to Influence of Rage of Wrestling for holding it down. As I was out on a social event last time I ever did that, I can't remember. It was fun though. Again, like I said, 2 hours of bowling and probably an average, probably like 70.
I love bowling, by the way.
Oh,
we gotta go bowling when we're in Vegas. By the way, look at the bottom. I still can't believe that is a thing right now.
Why is it not in-house? Why do we not just focus on the TNA locker room fighting for their championship?
Hey, they were the last two in the Battle Royal. That was the
Why
rule.
is NXT here in the first place getting involved in the TNA Knockouts World Championship picture again? Anyway,
Them's the rules, man.
Fuck the rules and this NXT-TNA, WWE-TNA transformation. And right now, AJ Francis trying to send Matt Hardy for the table of the fireman's carry. Matt trying to delete AJ. Oh, whoa. Oh, that's it.
It's not over.
Well, you're right. Now, God bless it. That's right. Francis through the table, but Matt Hardy didn't put him through it.
You have to do an offensive maneuver through the table. That was defense. He just moved out of the way, and AJ put himself through the table. That does not count.
And not hard enough, apparently, as he's still stirring. As Matt Hardy right now trying to leap Flop Dollar across the turnbuckle patch, just driving Francis's head.
By the way,
Trying to delete this giant eyesore from what is becoming, of course, the one last table to come at Bound for Glory.
By the way, those that don't know, that QR code above was to subscribe to the Rage of Wrestling, and I've had it this whole time. So to be fair, don't be a dickhead. Now, subscribe to Batting for Wrestling. That QR code, if you scan that, it will now lead you into Batting for Wrestling YouTube channel. Don't be a dick. Subscribe.
About to say, you might want to put a banner up in the middle next to it that actually shows the channel that's related to those codes, so people actually know what the heck that is. Not everyone scans every random QR code. So whoever did those weird banners about subscribe to this channel, blah, 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 blah,
yeah, I'm doing it.
That. Someone needs to move those a little bit further towards the right-hand side. We're no longer use those icons in the corner. With the steel chair wrapped around Francis' head. Oh, man, and drove into Matt Hardy's throat. And right in the chin right now as Francis is giving Matt Hardy a seat. You know, the worst thing I call in professional wrestling is an AJ Francis match. There's no denying that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'd rather call the Fringe Nia Jax match than this.
I tell you what, by the way, no spoilers for what happened on SmackDown. You will get the ban hammer.
Also, please remain hashtag spoiler free for anything that is not TNA wrestling, as we are focusing primarily on TNA Victory Road. Thank you.
Do you realize 2 elements have been introduced? We have a
hello.
and a C. We have a table and a chair. Will there be a third?
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, considering we know what the Hardys innovated.
You can't have one without the other. Every time there's one of those matches, somehow the other 2 elements get introduced as well.
You're not wrong. Right now, AJ Francis might be looking to go up to the second rope and deliver, as much as I hate the guy, a picture-perfect moonsault. And Matt Hardy denies him that moment to back. Driving the steel chair into his back. Trying to wear down this giant freaking annoyance.
Hardy? Are you going for a side effect through a chair?
I sense destruction, and I'll be happy for it.
Hey, buddy. Hi, buddy.
Hardy hooking up AJ Francis side effect from the turnbuckles.
Ray. Oh, he's happy. He ate. He drank.
Well, I'm a little bit happy that Matt Hardy dropped him hard, but he still didn't put him through a table, so this is continuing.
This is a huge dog, dude. It's a Doberman.
And Margot's a long, lanky Dutch Shepherd mix. Don't even know fully what she is, but she's a good dog, and I respect her. Again, my heart for four-legged creatures is nothing like my mother's. Then again, my heart's not like that for a lot of things, because I just choose to be that stoic individual that remains emotionless in emotional situations. That's a different conversation our day. But, sometimes you need a partner. Sometimes you need a friend. Sometimes you need an ally. In this case, Matt Hardy needs the table.
Matt Hardy definitely needs an ally.
Right outside. Meanwhile, oh, jeez.
Damn, that's a spare from his big-ass head, too.
I'm about to say, again, that table set on the outside, though. No table set on the inside. And AJ Francis grabbing the TNA World Tag Team Championship. That's not yours.
He's saying it should be. I'll give you something. Francis put a lot of effort, got into way better shape than I've ever seen him, and he's doing some shit now.
Still the most obnoxious character in professional wrestling, in my opinion, since Ash is now retired. A twist of fate to that idiot! How'd you get over glorifying yourself when you're not a champion?
I know by the end of this, I don't know if we're going to get broken at the Bound for Glory, Wesley, but definitely tonight some tables are going to be broken.
And freaking Flopdown flopped up and over the top rope to the floor with a towel to the face as Matt Hardy's looking to delete him the hard way. Another belt shot to the side of the head. Bust it over with it!
All fair game. Don't remember, the object of a table match is just to put your opponent through a table.
Well,
anything else goes.
Injured him at this point. Why not? Let's get this Flopdown out of the way of this incredible last match to come and get Matt Hardy focused here. Finish him already. You wasted enough of my airtime. Through that table with the ball. Matt Hardy with the win.
That leg drop that he used to love. Remember, he stopped using it because he said the toll it takes on his body, but I guess he had to bring it out.
Well, I guess the tailbone more hit AJ Francis and his freaking annoying heart. That's trash. As Matt Hardy plants him through the table. Take a look at the replay here, Walter. To your point, that was definitely not just a leg drop. That was just a straight up bomb on top of a bomb itself.
He said it's been affecting his tailbone, but he brought it back out.
Well, I mean, when you push a man that hard. And again, we'll see if we see something like that similar happen in 2 weeks when Myron and Jeff Hardy defend the TNA World Tag Team Championships against the Dudleys. One last tables match for the TNA Tag Team Championships at Bound for Glory.
Hey, man, the Dudleys showed up last week.
Gonna be a hell of a match for those two legendary tag teams.
There's a highlight package.
And you figure about again how these two tag teams that define a generation, not just through weapons, but through incredible brotherhood and tag team chemistry. And how many times these two teams have shared tables, ladders, chairs, victories, losses. Oh my. The TNA Hall of Famers, by the way.
Ooh. Some hardcore about to happen. I think we're getting into the international championship match.
Well, this is a video package for Steve Maclin.
Oh, Steve Maclin spoke with so much passion earlier. I mean, this has got to be it. Like, where do you go? If Frankie loses, where the hell does he go?
Yeah, he continue being the courtside jester for Carlos Silva for all I care.
What do you call him? The king without a crown?
Exactly. Yeah, it looks like this is a highlight package in the inside of the TNA locker room. I think this is actually an immersed special coming to Fight Network regarding the unbreakable triple threat and the importance of each of those men that fought for becoming the inaugural TNA National Champion. Yep, TNA Immersed. Streaming now on Fight Network YouTube and TNA Plus, apparently. And to your point, as I look now at this Battle Royale situation, which took out the inspiration and a couple of others, Zaya Brookside and I believe Mara Sadeh, came down to Lei Ling Lee.
They almost forgot the rules and started going at it. And it's like, no, you're going to face up later there in the pay-per-view.
And apparently now it's Lei Ling Lee and Kalani joining for the vacated TNA Knockouts World Championship. Well, at least I will say this with these two, despite the fact one's in NXT, should have here. And the other one here is in TNA. Going now after the title for the second time. Special guest referee Indi Hartwell is literally dictating what her title match will look like at Bound for Glory. As she, let's not forget, is the number one contender here already. She will face the winner for this title in 2 weeks.
She already did the interview, said she'll call it right down the middle.
I could trust these three women far more than the previous regime.
And I think that's where we're going.
Ready. Time for the Heart, because the Heart won't quit. Time to crown a brand new TNA Knockouts World Champion. And I'm sure the Hartwell will make sure that this result is nothing but impressive. Indi Hartwell, of course, who won her way towards number one contendership, not only through a 8-4-1 type match, or excuse me, knockouts gauntlet match, but also, of course, defended her spot, outlasting Dan Luna and Joey Fred in a following up triple threat match. And of course, Lei Ling Lee or Klein Jordan now will defend that title against Indi Hartwell at Bound for Glory, looking to become the knockout. I still justified, though, Ash, for all of her arrogance, annoyance, bimbo, airheaded bitchness. I really do think that Ash would have put over Indi at Bound for Glory. Now Indi has to worry about a whole new another opponent. And she's going to dictate who it is.
I was going to say, she literally can dictate it.
And I wonder if she's going to dictate it for NXT or TNA, considering Indi Hartwell is a former NXT Women's Champion who have roughly had her run stop.
And don't forget, Kalani has she was the inaugural Women's North American Championship. She's got championship experience.
And Kalani Jordan has a huge chance here, though, to become the first NXT superstar to win the TNA Knockouts World Championship on a TNA stage. We saw Ash was able to win the TNA Knockouts World Championship on an NXT stage in triple threat action, though. NXT with a whole nother way to take control of what might be an inevitable invasion. There you see the cornerstone of the TNA Knockouts division, the most prestigious Women's World Championship since 2008. First held by Gail Kim. Followers like Awesome Kong, Angelina Love, Tara, Madison, Rain, Jade, Rosemary, the Bunny, Allie. And, of course, the Trailblazers, including not limited to Taya Valkyrie, Jordan Grace, and the Virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo, and, of course, Masha Slamovich.
And one of the best looking titles. I mean, she's got history, dude. The first Chinese-born superstar to be signed. She came out the last thing we called, signed a huge contract, and now she finds herself in one of her biggest opportunities. What is the old cliche? When opportunity knocks on the door, you open it.
And, of course, Layla Lee, like I said, this is their second chance this year challenging for the TNA Knockouts World Championship. She was chosen by Masha Slamovich to challenge her because of that fighting spirit. You talked about how far Layla Lee has come to reach this point and to be re-signed, let's not forget, at TNA Emergence, re-signed to TNA Wrestling, as her and Sarah Brookside are now officially a tag team as well, the Sky Angels.
Zaya was eliminated earlier.
Yeah, Zaya was not eliminated by Layla Lee, and we know that Zaya Brooks and Layla Lee have also been here defending TNA against Fatal Influence. So there's going to be a lot of mutual respect here for the TNA Knockouts World Championship. But I do gotta wonder, does Indi Hartwell want to see it on a TNA wrestler, or would she be fine with it being on an NXT superstar once again?
We'll find out.
Well, let's go down the introductions here for what has now become my most important match of the night. Take it away, Mackenzie Mitchell. One fall for the TNA Knockouts World Championship. Challenger 1 representing NXT, Kalani Jordan, as Walter alluded to. She is the inaugural NXT Women's North American Champion who won that title last year at NXT Battleground in the UFC Apex. And the other challenger for Chelsea in China, representing TNA Wrestling, 37 years of age, 8 years in the game, Lei Ling Li, who has yet to hold a single piece of gold in her wrestling career. Second chance ever for the TNA Knockouts World Championship. There you see Indi Hartwell presenting the prize. The winner of this match tonight will become the 68th TNA Knockouts World Champion in this title's illustrious history. Sienna, Laura Vaness, known as Chelsea Green, Maria, and of course, Tasha Steeles, Mickie James, who of course is going into the TNA Hall of Fame alongside the beautiful people. So many incredible greats have held a legacy and lineage to this cornerstone of women's professional wrestling.
Literal. This is so unique that Indi actually gets to determine who her opponent is.
Again, like I said, Indi Hartwell, the special guest referee for this match, could literally controlling the future of this championship. Bell reigns are officially underway. You got to figure about, again, is pride going to come into play here on either woman's behalf, considering what happened this past Tuesday night when TNA invaded NXT?
Is that added pressure to Lei Ling Li, who has to represent TNA? Can't let that title go back to the enemy.
And to your point, Indi Hartwell, special referee, calling it right down the middle. You don't think he has concern regarding that?
I believe she does.
There's got to be tension here regardless of what company you represent here regarding the fact this is for the TNA Knockouts World Championship, a title that none of these three women have held yet. And Kalani Jordan is an outsider. Let's just call it what it is.
Definitely an outsider.
You think about this TNA Knockouts locker room with Steph DeLander, Killer Kelly, the unhinged Danny Luna, Jody Frett, Rosemary, who hasn't held this title since freaking 2017, Mara Sadegh, who recently signed to TNA. All these women could be here facing Laylee Lee instead, but somehow NXT's Kalani Jordan's in the mix.
Well, Sade was on the injury report.
Oh, well, still. The mixed martial arts background, of course, of Laylee Lee versus the gymnastics prestige background of Kalani Jordan, all-around collegiate college athlete, national athlete, excuse me. The striking ability of Laylee Lee versus the absolute agility and athleticism of Kalani Jordan are the intangibles here in this match for sure, Walter.
Mm-hmm.
And experience. Kalani Jordan, by the way, folks, has only been involved in wrestling through the WWE Performance Center, has only been involved for 2 years.
But think about all she's accomplished in that 2 years already.
Drop kick! Again, Nagra is doing his Northern Championship, to your point, her only accolade, but she did hell it for 140 days across 5 successful defenses. Went for a kick, able to sweep the leg out, though, denied. Now on the floor, of course, Indi Hartwell is going to have to show leniency here because you can't imagine she wants this title held in abeyance. It's not like she's going to willingly let it just be given to her. Everything Indi wants to do, she wants to earn. And I bet you she expects both these women to earn this victory tonight. Ooh.
I think both the women expected themselves.
And knee right to the face and the follow-up, running drop kick, takes down Kalani Jordan. Laylee Lee now with the cover, Indi in position. Gets a 2 count.
Oh my God, that dog scared the shit out of me, man. That big dog, when they barked, woof.
And good officiating so far by Indi Hartwell. Great positioning and a nice, balanced, steady count.
Yep, nice and fair.
And snap Mayer. Jumping splash is the cover. Over the far leg with a back press, or lower press, and a kick out by Laylee Lee.
No, either way, we make history tonight.
Yeah, I will give you that. This sure as hell was not on my radar for a show that I felt was going to be made. Covered now by Laylee Lee. Kalani, though, reversing. 2 count on both women here.
We get the first either Chinese-born champion in TNA, or we get the first NXT person to win the TNA title in TNA.
Yeah, great jackknife rise, by the way, by Kalani Jordan. Both women test the backslide. Cover with the backslide now and the 2 count. Woo! Went for a big kick. Again, sweep of the leg. Great agility by both. Sweep out by Kalani. Lateral press again. And a kick out 1. Sweep the legs now by Laylee Lee. Cover on Kalani. And a kick out at 1. And the bridge out by both, might I add. Both these women are tit for tat in the aerobatics.
Very evenly matched.
I will say, despite the fact we are dealing with an outsider, and I am TNA faithful, I respect Kalani Jordan, especially for what she does in that ring. We'll see tonight if Kalani truly can do anything. The mutual respect there shown by Laylee Lee with the hand slap. And again, get down to business, ladies. This is the chance to become the TNA Knockouts World Champion and go to Bound for Glory, defending it. Arguably TNA's second biggest show of the calendar year. O'Connor roll, a cover by Kalani, kick out at 2 by Laylee Lee. I think Kalani Jordan went face first, second turnbuckle. Jumping elbow. The follow through, and Laylee Lee right now channeling her inner warrior. Going up in the corner here, trying to take advantage of this huge opportunity that was presented to her here, mounting Kalani in the corner. Indi Hartwell not counting necessarily, though.
That opportunity definitely knocked, and it's just one of these women to walk through the door.
Oh, wow. Big suplex line Jordan. Covered now by Laylee Lee. Deep hook on the far leg, and a 2 count again. Previously, we saw Laylee Lee, though, with, to your point, Xia Brookside challenging for the TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Championships in failed 4-way action just last month at Emergence.
Mm-hmm.
Constant changes here regarding the TNA Knockouts division and the TNA landscape, it feels like, is a scary thing, but it's also a very unique thing to see here. Airplane spin, Kalani able to escape. Ooh, almost crashed into the referee. Waist lock, standing switch. Laylee Lee, though, again, slightly collide in the official. Neither woman, though, are putting their hands on the official here. Very smart. The hammer lock, trap. Overline suplex to the bridge, 2. Beautiful. And a 2 count by Kalani.
Not much momentum from either person. Like, it just keeps switching.
Well, it's going to take something unique here. It's going to take a counter move that the other doesn't expect, clearly. And Kalani right now going to submissions background here with a high single leg crab.
She loves that move, by the way. She utilizes it every match.
I'm well aware of it. But think about this also. We talk about Kalani Jordan and Lei Ling Lee. We're talking about Indi Hartwell as the referee. Let's not forget, she's the challenger to whoever wins this. This is an incredible scouting opportunity for Indi Hartwell to study both her possible opponents.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you see Lei Ling Lee, though, refusing to quit. She hasn't fought this long and this hard to make it to TNA and be re-signed. To your point, 37 years of age, 8 years involved in the game. Pushing Kalani Jordan off to the outside as Kalani Jordan had a very unique fall there on the outside of the ring. And right now, Kalani Jordan going to the outside. The title, of course, cannot be won out there. I don't think either would win it via count out either. Now think about going to the top rope. Oh!
You figure there must be a winner regardless. You can't. I don't know if that applies to a vacant title, does that?
Again, this is a unique situation. It's very rare you see a title held in abeyance because of a vacated situation. I'm not sure what they would do here if they don't register a winner, especially how quick they're trying to get one. Let's not forget, Bound for Glory is 2 weeks away. Jumps up to the top rope, goes Lei Ling Lee looking for the big Frankenstein out of the corner. But can Lee capitalize here? Hurricane Rana from the top rope right now as Kalani Jordan is grasping the small for lower back as well as Lei Ling Lee. As Indi Hartwell is starting a standing 10 count. Take a look at the replay here.
Nice move. Think about it. We might be in store for one of the shortest reigns in TNA knockout history because if Bound for Glory is only 2 weeks, if Indi takes advantage and becomes the new champ, we'll have 2 new champs within the 3-week span.
Well, right now, that's then. This is now Indi Hartwell and Lei Ling Lee once again standing for round 2 at this point, fighting, and I mean that quite honorably. What could be the super match of the night here where history to what this point will be made. Well, both women training bombs here with these elbows. Neither one giving an inch. Oh, spinning Sobot to the midsection of Kalani Jordan. Kalani Jordan, of course, who recently lost a triple threat number contendership match for the NXT Women's Championship against Lola Vice and Jada Parker, where Lola Vice, of course, will be challenging for the NXT Women's Championship tomorrow night at No Mercy. Kalani Jordan, though, wants Lei Ling Lee to continue fighting forward. Both these women want to earn this. Great combination by Lei Ling Lee here. Irish whip. Oh, man, what a spinning back elbow. And right now, Kalani in a world of trouble here. Might have woke the spirit of Lei Ling Lee. Just got her head taken off of that first kick. And the follow-up. Oh, a snapmare. Raindrop kick takes Kalani Jordan down. Now Lei Ling Lee in the cover. Back press and Indi counts 2. Excuse me, Lyra press. 2 count though still by Indi Hartwell, who has remained 100% to your point, Walter. Impartial, calling it right down the middle.
That's the kind of ref you need.
Again, you see Kalani Jordan, though, continuing to survive, continuing to endure. And Lei Ling Lee hoisting her up on the shoulder. The counter. Oh, the big
it would be in her best interest to call it down the middle because what does she get? She gets the opportunity either way.
Kalani Jordan right now. That again, caught her in. Schoolgirl, deep roll through. Hook Kalani again. And a boom! Blue Thunder Bomb counter 2. No!
Not quite a Blue Thunder Bomb. Not quite.
Somehow Kalani Jordan is still in this as she finds reprieve on the outside for the moment. I legit thought that she had her there.
Indi's slow and hesitant to count.
Crowd chant, this is awesome. I agree. This is Women's Professional Wrestling. This is the TNA Knockouts division. This is for the cornerstone, the TNA Knockouts World Championship. The Irish whip. Lei Ling Lee stops herself from going on the apron, catching her with a back kick. Takes Kalani down again. Great scouting by Lei Ling Lee here. All about the Knockouts Championship, but they got to keep their eyes off on their opponent if they're going to seize the prize. Kalani Jordan spinning like a needle on the record off the apron. Oh, God, got caught. Damn. And Lee goes down hard.
I think she wanted a Hurricane Rana, but the table was there and she got caught.
And almost into a modified power bomb. Now assisting on getting Layla Lee back inside the ring. Kalani Jordan unleashing her warrior spirit here. Perhaps a shot of adrenaline here for the NXT arrival. The Irish whip off the ropes. Hartwell back elbow running through Layla Lee. And a beautiful kip up by Kalani.
Wow.
She is fired up here, Walter.
Indeed. I mean, opportunity out of nowhere.
Kalani trying to find what she needs to do to put Layla Lee away. And both women tied up with the kick. But look at Layla Lee counter. FTF. A crowd face applied here, but high angle, not over the bridge of the nose or impairing the vision, but literally squeezing the head like a vice on Kalani Jordan. Layla Lee put Kalani Jordan away and seized this opportunity.
You know what? One of my big questions is, what is Kalani doing here anyway? She didn't know she was going to get this opportunity, and Ash was going to do what she did at the beginning.
And a kick out here. Lee had that STF in and changed position, and Kalani Jordan was able to find an escape, and I had to do with obviously the way that she had her vision not impaired. Again, Kalani just driving her fist into the back of Layla Lee. Both these women right now are just releasing the rage out of each other. Good grief.
Oh, X Factor!
Planted face first.
But yeah, it's interesting. Why is Kalani there? Was there an angle for the invasion? Because she didn't know she was getting this opportunity when she walked in.
Well, despite that, we got front split, cover two, kick out. Invasion angle aside, and fuck the black and chrome in NXT. Kalani Jordan and Lee are putting on a clinic in creating history. I don't know, Walter. I don't want to think the story comes into play here. I want to think that an unforeseen circumstance has created an opportunity for both these women in their ultimate chance to become a champion. Oh, my God.
Uh-oh.
She was going for one of a kind, but she dropped it on the back of Indi Hartwell. The referee's down.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunate position by the referee, and Layla Lee is back to her feet. Oh, man, spinning back heel kick. Kalani is down, cover. 3, 4, God damn it, get another referee out here. 6, 7, we should have a new Knockouts World Champion. Indi, get to consciousness already. Indi Hartwell in position, cover 2, God damn it, kick out.
Now we got to wonder if after getting that move, does bias come in?
Was that the moment that Layla Lee had left to seize on this opportunity? And again, Indi Hartwell is not a registered official, so she wouldn't know that was happening. She was checking on Layla Lee, and Kalani, unfortunately, hit her. Now up for the fireman's carry, trying to look for Thunderstruck, unable to hoist her up. Kalani Jordan, though, inside cradle. Jordan had it, Layla Lee cover. Whoa, did that look like a fast count to you, Walter?
Sort of.
Swing and a miss. Test the stream, call him with a backslide, the reversal. Over the clothesline. Oh! The stunner, by God! Split leg, flat out stunner. Looking for. What a guy! Cover 2! Kalani Jordan is the new TNA Knockouts World Champion! What? What? Kalani Jordan just beat Layla Lee and made history as Carlos Silva just realizes the TNA Knockouts World Championship is back in the hands of NXT.
It is up to Indi to get that title back.
And Indi Hartwell was the one that had to do the 3 count.
The most reluctant 3 count too. Did you see her look when she counted that third?
But regardless, Kalani proves you can seize anything. Kalani Jordan just won the TNA Knockouts World Championship for NXT.
You talk about opportunist.
I call conspiracy theory if she was the only NXT representative in that Battle Royal. I think you're onto something, Walter. A fix was in, and it worked. But I can't argue that Lei Ling Lee fought with every fiber of her being. She has nothing to be ashamed of. It was an honorable bout, but I still can't believe NXT once again has the cornerstone of the knockouts.
Lei Ling Yi had the match won though. Had a 50 count, man.
And unfortunately, inexperience of being an official, Indi Hartwell may have inadvertently cost Lei Ling Lee. Regardless, Kalani Jordan is the face of the TNA Knockouts. And the TNA Knockouts Championship is once again back in control by NXT.
She cost TNA.
Well, either way, to your point, those two, there may be some mutual respect right there as well because they used to share a locker room. Indi Hartwell and Kalani Jordan will fight for this title at Bound for Glory. As you see Ashley Snimmer up on the entranceway endorsing her as she's stepping away indefinitely from in-ring competition. With one championship retiring, another champion rises in a first ever opportunity. Kalani Jordan is the new TNA Knockouts World Champion. Whether Indi Hartwell finds that impressive or not, this is your TNA Knockouts Championship match at Bound for Glory.
Dude, Indi has not taken her eyes off that title.
I don't blame her, not a single damn bit. Speaking of titles, as you alluded to, God bless it. The Elegance brand with the personal concierge, Em and Heather by Elegance, will defend the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Championships this coming Thursday now on TNA Impact against the Inspiration. Cassie and McKay looking to prove that third time's the charm. Walter, what the fuck?
I don't know, but thanks for the idea of nachos. That was some good shit.
Well, I will say that was also good shit, too. That was a very good match, but I'm still pissed. TNA just lost their Knockouts World Championship.
Hey, Noah, silver lining in 2 weeks, they can get it right back.
Well, I pray to God that you're right, because the more I see this happening, the more I believe we are on the verge of saying WWE TNA.
We're getting a look at Leon Slater backstage warming up.
Well, he's got to get ready.
Like he's in a garage. He don't even look backstage.
Well, as that's still to come, also to come tonight, Steve Maclin goes one-on-one with Frankie Kazarian with the TNA National Championship on the line. Maclin looking to tag him and bag him, add a foolish king without a crown to that list. It's not going to take a mic check. We'll see if he kills him on arrival once again. Maclin defends the TNA National Championship against Frankie Kazarian.
Understatement of the year, Charles.
About to say, what the fuck? Ash retires maybe from wrestling, and Kalani Jordan is the new TNA Knockouts World Champion. Are you fucking kidding me? What?
As a Marine.
About to say, as we look back at Steve Maclin, who's no stranger to fighting on battle lines against guerrilla warfare, against the most annoying, the strongest of foes. Kazarian, of course, who is a 6-time X Division champion. He's already survived, though. Again, Maclin proving how bulletproof he is. He survived a dog collar match. He survived Vance Warner's madness. He endured always Ray Matt Cardona. He was able to overcome Jake something, and that was something. Now Maclin tests his fortitude against the self-proclaimed king of TNA, Frankie Kazarian. As Kazarian already called out the malice attitude, underwhelming the war stories that Steve Maclin wears like a badge of honor as he defended our country and have turned him into not only the man, but the competitor that he is, a real champion, a fighting champion. who's hold the line for TNA, and Frankie Kazarian is looking to seize that opportunity for himself. We saw what happened this past Thursday, Walter. Mr. Anderson and Steve Maclin overcame Jake Something and Frankie Kazarian, with Maclin hitting KIA on his challenger. Will the same thing happen tonight? Here are the headlines, folks. Kazarian's belittled Maclin's military service, and Maclin pinned Kazarian last night on Impact. Kazarian is seeking his first TNA championship in 3 years. Frankie Kazarian, who called his shot, came up short at Rebellion for the TNA World Championship, pinned in that triple threat match, is looking now to create history and seize and become the second ever TNA International Champion. Here we go.
Look at those headlights. Or headlines, I should say.
About to say. And here comes Frankie Kazarian, self-proclaimed king of TNA. What's a king without his crown? A joke. But I will say this about Kazarian. He is one of the last old guards. He is a man that is self-absorbed, but he is battle-tested and he is accomplished. But since coming back to TNA and claiming that he is the king of where TNA has been, he has won nothing to show for it. Talk about these king speeches that this self-proclaimed king without a crown has been talking lately on TNA, Walter.
Yep. That's all he can do is talk until he wins the big one. Sorry, JJ.
Yep.
Jeff.
Well, all I gotta say is actions speak louder than words. So as far as I'm concerned, he's a keyboard warrior at the keyboard unless he proves tonight that he can actually win the TNA National Championship.
He's a microphone warrior.
That's not much better. And this guy right here is Bulletproof Maclin for a reason. And shout out to Boots to Boots podcast that, of course, he and the virtuoso Deanna Peralzo now do. Please go take a listen to that when you can.
Yeah. Sorry, you missed this. Because right after that interview, Triple A's El Messias was there.
What the hell?
Yep, and he confronted Steve Maclin, went nose to nose with him.
Well, now I know who Steve Maclin's next challenger is going to be. Thanks for further confirming the reason that Frankie Kazarian will not be a champion in TNA wrestling. That being said, thank you for that, both of you. Also, I did see prior to coming in here the Instagram reel of her speech and saying that, so thank you. But bottom line, Kalani Jordan is the TNA Knockouts World Champion. What the fuck world am I living in? As far as Kazarian right now is looking for his first title in 3 years. Kazarian has not won a single championship since returning officially home to TNA Wrestling. And of course, Steve Maclin takes his military service greatly to heart as he will be involved in a special service this coming Sunday in New York City. Talking about those people, of course, serving our great veterans that are sustaining from unique, inaccessible situations. Again, Frankie Kazarian, he's the one that literally pleaded for this fight inadvertently, and Maclin was happy to oblige. Ain't no Ryan tonight. Frankie Kazarian wants to prove that he can be the second ever TNA International Champion. Not much history to this title, folks. It was established literally this year at Unbreakable during WrestleMania weekend. And Steve Maclin won the tournament of triple threats finals against Eric Young and Flop Dollar as Francis and became the inaugural TNA National Champion. You saw some of his defenses during that video package, including Vance Warner, Eric Young, Jake Something, etc. And now he's looking to crown a king a whole different way.
He defended that in a dog collar match against Eric Young.
A bloody barbaric dog collar match. You go look in the archives on TNA Wrestling's YouTube channel. I believe they have that match in full. It's one of those things, though, that I do look at Steve Maclin and that badge of honor he holds near and dear to him in being a fighting champion. We see it all the time in this business, though, Walter. Sometimes that comes back to bite you eventually.
Yep, bites you in the ass.
Steve Maclin right now, who's been the TNA National Champion for 163 days, is going into his 10th defense tonight, including a defense at Wrestling Revolver against Damian Chambers successfully. He's also defended this title in PWG. He's taken this title wherever he could and has tagged and bagged and held the line down for the International Championship.
Oh, he's definitely tagged him back a bunch of people.
No count out those qualification matches, dog car matches, triple threat matches, you name it. Maclin has literally endured it while being the TNA National Champion. A nice double wrist lock hold here on the arm. Taking Kazarian down. And I do wonder this is going to be a straight up match here because I do think Kazarian is capable if he actually focuses on what brought him to the dance in the first place. Deep arm drag there by Steve Maclin, taking Frankie Kazarian up and over.
Super deep.
We saw Eric Young, of course, lose earlier tonight to Joe Hendry. Eric Young was one of the very first victims of Steve Maclin's reign, not once, but twice. Literally lost to Steve Maclin, to your point, in a simple title match of Rebellion and the followed dog car match on TNA Wrestling Television.
Also defended it against Jake.
Something! Thank you. Do that.
Who were once actually a tag team that I was thinking was going to be serious.
All right. The Irish Whip. Well, I mean, again, the jury is out. Oh, McKay immediately. And Kazarian goes to the ropes. Kazarian knows what that feels like, of course. That double underhook, elevated DDT that dropped him for the 3 this past Thursday on Impact Wrestling.
Now, what the fuck? Kalani Jordan is the knockout champion. Like, this, it just hit me again. Like, what the...
I'm telling you, we are just on the verge of the official acquisition announcement of TNA becoming WWE TNA. And I really hope I'm wrong here. I really hope that WWE justifies in my belief that they actually care about other companies and doesn't want to absorb them, assimilate them, use them for their own selfish gain. Kitchen sink knee to the midsection of Frankie Kazarian here.
The landscape of TNA has changed forever right now.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's being taken over by WWE. But right now, Steve Maclin has been holding the line with the Hardys and Leon Slater as the real TNA champions.
Oh, my God. Could you imagine?
Oh,
TNA versus NXT.
Cover.
You do it at War Games, but you do it in a lethal lockdown match on WWE TV. Come on, Triple H. Steal that idea. That's one idea you can steal.
You're expecting Triple H to be that creative?
Oh! Hey, if it happens, remember who said it first.
Aaron up with a side step by Kazarian as Maclin crashes on the floor onto the entranceway. That missile did not hit its target. Coordinates come up with empty as if you're playing a game of Battleship. And it looks like Maclin might be bleeding from his mouth. Might have busted a tooth there. And Kazarian knows that very well, how battle-tested Maclin is, and those battle scars he might be showing. Take a look at the replay here, Walter, and watch this sidestep and this crash and burn. Eesh. A scud to the outside. I think the only saving grace for Maclin there is that he landed on the floor versus the actual steel-plated rampway. And a slingshot. Elbow drop over the top by Kazarian across the throat of Steve Maclin here as, again, Kalani Jordan next to him as the TNA Knockouts World Champion. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. The ironic thing is that come tomorrow night, you could have Kalani Jordan and Lola Vice both as NXT and TNA Women's World Champions. And now the sidestep, the elbow strikes. What are they going to do next? Tie for tie with those two? The cover, with a far leg and a 2 count. Well, Jessie Jane, if by some miracle she holds on to the NXT Women's Championship, will she challenge Kalani Jordan to get that title back? Let's not forget, Jessie Jane previously held both those championships. You see right now Kazarian here, just jaw-jacking the TNA faithful here, and Maclin in a vulnerable state in the middle of the ring on the TNA logo. This year is nothing futz right now with WWE and TNA and NXT quite literally. And right now, the Irish Whip. Of course, Steve Maclin, also a former TNA World Champion. To your point, Kazarian, a title. Oh, man! Catching him for a vicious Uranagi out of the corner. Kazarian has not won the big one at all in his entire illustrious career here in TNA Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Grabbing Slamovich's back, and Maclin continuing to fight forward against Frankie Kazarian's barrage of verbal and physical assault. Combination offense here by Kazarian, taking Maclin's head off with that lariat. Good grief. Kazarian's got Maclin right where he may want him. Now rearranging his jawline here. The last Impact accolade that Frankie Kazarian held was the Impact X-Division Championship, beating freaking Speed on My Belly for it with the crossface chicken wing at Bound for Glory when he called his shot during that time. And of course, cashed in option C to challenge Josh Alexander shortly after for the TNA World Championship and failed. That title was last held by Frankie Kazarian for a record 6th time in 2022. He has not held gold since. Covered now by Kazarian. And a kick out.
He called his shot at the wrong time.
Yeah, because all Ego and Page came also involved in the equation, and he turned that triple threat match into, he turned that match into a triple threat versus a standard one-on-one, and I still think Kazarian is the biggest idiot ever following through with that.
He should have said it shouldn't count, much like MJF's. He had the opportunity, it didn't count against his. That's what Frankie Kazarian should have negotiated.
Frankie Kazarian's first ever chance at the TNA World Championship, by the way, was against the TNA Hall of Famer, all-time great Kurt Angle, back in 2007. Follow-up chance against Samoa Joe, also lost at that time. Record-setting, though, multiple times, like I said, TNA X-Division champion, multiple times TNA World Tag Team champion. And, of course, after that, last lost for the TNA Heavyweight Championship to Samoa Joe, he did not challenge for the title before facing freaking Josh Alexander at freaking Overdrive. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Pre-main event Mafia, Kurt Angle.
Exactly. Facebuster over the knee and block. God, took his head off with a lariat. Goes Maclin. Both men down as Maclin swamping the fences.
It's a sleeper of a match here. I like this match.
Well, again, when Kazarian is not being self-absorbed, king without a crown, Kazarian is a very capable in-ring athlete. There's a reason why Frankie Kazarian was once known as the future, and at 48 years of age, he is a 27-year veteran in this game, trained by the likes of Killer Kowalski.
But has that future passed him now?
I think it passed him a long time ago. The jury is out. Irish whip, swinging a miss. Kazarian ducks underneath. Maclin with the loop fast press, taking Kazarian down. Here's Kazarian's covering up.
JJ and Jeff are going to kill us.
I don't give a fuck. I'm a simple man. You know that. Shoot. I am freaking uncensored, realistic. I'm 100% authentic in my opinions. It's as simple as that. Character be damned. Short range lariat by Steve Mapp. People don't like it. They don't have to watch. They don't have to listen to me. I'm just another person, but I don't have to be a keyboard warrior to claim my opinion is fact. Unlike most of this internet wrestling community's false fabrication of their own identity. It's as simple as that. Clean a miss, back elbow strike. I don't give a fuck who I pissed off. You know that. Up in the fireman's carry with the electric slam. Here's the cover with the far leg and a 2 count.
Sorry, you just mentioned Kurt Angle and he literally did that.
Well, it's not the first time that Steve Maclin's done that. Let alone, let's be honest here, Walter, how many TNA champions honored the greats of the past? Moreover, when you look at those greats of the past, Kurt Angle, first and foremost.
Isn't it crazy to think that Kurt Angle's TNA run was longer than his WWE run?
Yeah, well, TNA gave him more justice. Oh, but cycle knee! And right now, Maclin up the second rope. High dive with the headbutt. Cover to retain the title. Kick out at 2. Woof. And considering we're in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, shout out to another all-time great wrestler in the, well, maybe I shouldn't say his name, but I will say his character dynamic, Rabbit Wolverine.
Oh, Canada.
Copyright.
There's no copyright for that. The Nemesis wore pink and actually did shout out the Hearts with sharpshooters, and then they started mocking his pose.
That don't surprise me by freaking Hollywood idiots.
And it was that little brother that did it.
Of course it was.
Couldn't even put the sharpshooter on correctly.
Was looking for the crosshairs. Oh, wow! Caught it with a freaking stunner. Oh, the corner and a kick out at 2.
That was a
hell did Kazarian find the core strength to hook him into that.
He did a slingshot stunner out of the corner. That was crazy.
So not enough though to put down Bulletproof Steve Maclin. Now looking for the crossface chicken wing after counting the crosshairs. Double A takedown though by Maclin. Might looking to step over to his own submission move. Busting crapper hats as Kazarian swings him off. Gets to the midsection. Front face lock. Reversal by Kazarian. Referee get out of the way. Irish whip. Thrown in the corner.
He
An
may be
elbow
from
strike.
California, but he loves that Boston crab.
Yeah, I'm about to say. Fundamental move. Killer Kowalski be proud of that. Stun gun across the top rope goes Maclin. Throat first as Kazarian looks to exploit an advantage here and create an opportunity for himself to seize the TNA International Championship.
What a night. What a night full of surprises, shocks, and we still got more matches to go.
Oh, the big right hand by Maclin to the side of Kazarian. Somehow, Maclin's each turn has been able to stop Frankie Kazarian, who is literally draping over that ring post, almost losing his balance there. And both these men might be literally inches away from a dangerous fall. Maclin just clubbing away at Kazarian, just wearing down.
They don't call it high risk for nothing up there.
Ain't that the truth? The front face lock here. What the hell is Maclin looking for? Out of the corner! Superplex! Not letting go, able to hold on to it. Up in the fireman's carry. Oh, Ichigoroshi! Back of the neck goes Kazarian's head on Maclin's knee as Kazarian rolls to the outside of the ring.
By the way, how fitting is it tonight that the cornerstone of TNA in its glory days, the X Division, is actually the main event?
Well, that's a huge milestone for the youngest TNA X Division champion in this company's history, Leon Slater. And of course, last time we saw this championship main event under these circumstances this big was, of course, at No Surrender, where Mustafa Ali made history beating Chris Sabin. Oh, God! There's the implant DDT slingshot cover with the far leg and a kick out at 2. Kazarian half a count away from becoming the second ever TNA International Champion. Doesn't get close to now without the bell ringing, Walter.
Eventually, somebody's got to win this title off of him.
Again, how long does Maclin want to hold the line, or can he hold the line? Again, your body does give versus your will. Now, Kazarian, wait a minute.
Spanish Fly?
I think it's over the flux capacitor, Walter.
Oh, hell no.
The massive headbutt, though, creates separation as Maclin is stuck on the top rope and Kazarian sent down to the ring. And right now, Maclin might be looking to take another big risk here. Kazarian in the drop zone. Can he connect? And Kazarian gets out of the way. Maclin face first. And Kazarian immediately with the crossface chicken wing applied.
Chicken wing. He looked like he tapped, but he was just trying to grab Frankie's hand. He was telling the ref no.
Yeah, exactly. Referee's distinction here right now. Discretion, excuse me. Again, Maclin, though, might be going out here. Referee might call it if Maclin's unable to defend himself. That big headbutt literally rocked Maclin's brain cells already. Kazarian might be moments away from being champion from the outside. Maclin on the attack with the scud. Taking out Kaz on the rampway. Now bringing it back inside the ring. And once again, Maclin has his target where he wants him. Hooking him once again in the corner tree of woe. And just stomping away at the midsection up for Kazarian. We tried this once before. Let's see this time if you have the target in sight. Maclin looking to set him up. With his eyes on the grand prize. Tag him. Bag him.
Can he bag him?
Wait. What?
Is that the AAA?
What? There's Messias!
El Messias.
El Messias just got scuffed by Maclin, but he's not even an in-ring competitor. What the hell's he doing here?
And he didn't touch Steve, so there's not a disqualification.
Oh, no, and a kick in the uprights in the second rope by Kazarian. Now slingshot cutter! You gotta be fucking kidding me! Cover by Kazarian! Kazarian's the new TNA International Champion! Fuck you, Messias!
I told you!
Fuck!
We've seen 2 new champions.
And both of them are conspiracy bullshit.
Kazarian! You can no longer call him a king without a crown. It may not be the TNA world title, but it's a title indeed.
Kazarian has finally found his victory at Victory Road, seizing the TNA International Gold. Frankie Kazarian, thanks to that idiot from across the border, is the new TNA International Champion.
Hey, he didn't tell him to come out, and nobody told Steve Maclin to get distracted. That's his own fault.
Well, again, we thought Maclin had him dead to rights here, but to your point, behind the ref's back, a straight-up dick kick with the second rope in Maclin's uprights, and then the slingshot cutter already rocking the head of Maclin from the diving headbutt on the canvas, cutting off oxygen for a period of time with a crossface chicken wing, back press, look at the far leg, and that fucking crook. Kazarian is once again a champion, or excuse me, for the first time in this run of his career, Kazarian is a champion in TNA wrestling.
I was going to say, that's the first time he's ever won his own. And that's a beautiful title, and it goes with his gear. Look.
No, we are never going to hear the fucking end of this. Kazarian, the second ever TNA International Champion.
That means there's only one match left.
Thank the Lord, because I've already got my blood pressure up at least 15 points probably with the bullshit I've seen. But to your point, before we get there, let's keep in mind, while we only have one match left, we will be bound for glory 2 weeks from the day where we pray the end of the trick-ass era ends as Mike Santana looks to fulfill his path of purpose and bring home the cornerstone of TNA. From Lowell, Massachusetts, 2 weeks, October 12th, Bound for Glory, TNA World Championship, Trick Williams of NXT versus Mike Santana.
Despite whether you got a victory or not, all roads lead to Bound for Glory.
Well, Sunday, October 12th, you're going to have your point proven or you're going to be eating crow because it might be the best or worst day of your life. You are holding out for your boy at Slamovich in a triple threat. But speaking of Bound for Glory, these women are also bound for glory. To the TNA Hall of Fame, congratulations again to right now an all knockouts class with the beautiful people and Mickie James, your class of 2025 that will be inducted at Bound for Glory for the TNA Hall of Fame.
How many do they usually induct every year?
Well, I think it's usually like 2 to 3, but regardless, multiple women trailblazers, TNA Knockouts World Champions, TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions, absolutely justified for their place. And
who went in with Rhino last year?
Yeah, it was just Rhino, I believe, because I went, of course, to Bound for Glory. So, again, they're changing it up, but whatever. But that being said, what's been a wild-ass night of surprise upsets and conspiracy theories aside for what TNA might soon come to be, it is time for your point, our main event. Looking at the X Factors here, Myron Reed won a fatal four-way to earn this title shot, and Slater has not lost a singles match in TNA in the last 5 months. And the winner will represent the X Division Championship at Bound for Glory. Myron Reed, who's never held this championship, and Leon Slater beat the face of the franchise to earn this championship and become the youngest TNA X Division champion in this company's history.
And don't forget, oh yeah, you weren't here and I didn't tell you. They're already riding high because, believe it or not, Zachary Wentz won earlier.
Really?
Yes, he beat Cedric too. And these two kicked the shit out of each other too, man. Right off the rip, Trey Miguel, Shawn Michaels, and kicked Zachary Wentz right in the freaking jaw. That's how the match started.
That's hilarious. Well, we'll see if Myron Reed can bring gold home to the Rascals. Escorted out here by his brothers, as you pointed out, Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz.
Oh my God.
The groups of these three run very, very deep.
If Senor Bouncy pops up on TNA after Leon Slater wins, I'm going to fucking jump out of this seat. No, you...
Look, I've seen enough NXT freaking influence here tonight. But while I do think that match will be incredible, I'm still questioning if TNA truly can stand up to WWE. That being said, Myron Reed, of course, known as Brother Reed, known as Hot Fire, known as the Young Goat, 9 years involved in the game at 28 years of age, currently the Revolver champion alongside his wife, Killer Kelly, of course, as Killer Goat, is looking for his first ever X Division championship and his first ever championship in TNA wrestling.
How is he such a face and beloved person in TNA, and then in the other Reed, people hate him, and the other company, people hate him? He's an asshole.
Hey, it works for what it's worth, especially with the dismissal of Red when Steve Maclin was the previous champion, and Killer Kelly and Myron Reed absconded that championship from him.
There you go, the youngest X Division champion in history.
Yep. The youngest in charge. Myron Reed's got a hell of a task in front of him, though, considering how long and how hard Leon Slater has been fighting for this. Not to mention, Leon Slater and, of course, his tag team partner did get the better of the Rascals literally yesterday on TNA Wrestling. The youngest in charge, the youngest ever TNA X Division champion. Young OG from the UK, 21 years of age, 6 years in the game. High flying with the Swanton 450, endorsed by the Hardys with so much promise, Leon Slater. And to your point, Leon Slater has been champion now for 69 days. He's going into his fourth defense tonight, surviving triple threats, fatal four-ways, and an incredible one-on-one emergence against the Heart and Soul 205 Live, Cedric Alexander, after beating Moose for this championship at Slammiversary. He thinks about, of course, what influences a young man like this, the experiences with his father, and how important that was to win that championship with his family there at ringside, coming over from across the pond to see him seize that moment. The cornerstone of the X Division, a division that wasn't about weight classes and not weight limits, but no limits. Leon Slater is the 110th X Division champion. Mackenzie Mitchell, take it away for our match introductions. One fall!
One fall!
It's still a thing, folks. I'm just saying. Mackenzie Mitchell does a pretty damn good job, but she's no Christy Hemme or Jade Chung. It's a while since I've said Myron Reed and TNA in the same sentence, especially for this long of a duration. Again, the first time I saw Myron Reed was 2018 at an independent wrestling show against Trey Miguel. So the roots go very far back.
This main event is going to be crazy.
You're telling me. And of course, as I said, Leon Slater holds the X Division Championship. He is the 110th X Division champion in this company's history, going all the way back to the inaugural champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
This is only his third defense, right? Amazing Red and Cedric Alexander.
Now, he also had a fatal four-way and a triple threat. This is his fourth defense.
Fourth
the
defense.
Youngest in charge has already been tested under multiple battlegrounds. Finally, a legacy set by AJ Styles, low-key, record-setting 10-time X Division champion Chris Sabin, Jay Lethal, Petey Williams, we are in Canada, Bell Rings are underway, and the man that truly defined us as no limits before Moose, Samoa Joe, just to name a few.
Fucking low-key. You talk about somebody who couldn't get out of his own damn way.
Ain't that the friggin' truth? Josh Alexander, Sonata also joined in the conversation, as well as Manic, Rich Swan, Jake Christ, Willie Mack, Frank Kazarian, Speedball, Mike Bailey, and Zachary Wentz to your point, who won the triple threat.
Not just Frankie Kazarian. TNA International Champion, Frankie Kazarian.
Fucking hate that I have to say that. Last time we saw a title change hands in the main event, Mustafa Ali made history, of course, beating Chris Sabin at No Surrender. And literally, folks, that was just 1 year ago in February.
Isn't that crazy how fast a year passes, man?
It really is. Again, this is what TNA Wrestling, though, is all about. Innovation to the highest degree from anybody, from any realm of professional wrestling. Waistlock applied here, and the side headlock transition now by Myron Reed. Hoisted up by Leon Slater. Great reversal into the headlock takedown. Heads to the takeover. Stalemate. No, don't blink here, Walter. Heads to the takedown again, and a headlock takeover. Both these men are positioned. Stalemate.
It's gonna be hard to keep track, to keep still with this. It's like it's gonna be jump rope with commentary. I'm not gonna know when to come in because you're gonna be calling a lot of shit.
It won't be the first time that you and I have done this. Woo, went for that big boot to the face, running in. Leon Slater dodging the flying leg lariat. And up and over. Further champions, of course, include Trevor Lee. You might remember that from the Cult of Lee. We talked about Amazing Red, Sonny Siaki, Jerry Lynn. You talked about Six Pack earlier. And a little bit of frustration there on Leon Slater, though, in the early offense here.
That was a nice sequence.
Fallen Angel, Alex Shelley, Suicide, Homicide, Douglas Woods, almost said Shane Williams, but honestly, that might be the same thing. To your point, Amazing Red, of course, whoever wins this, as of right now, Leon Slater is supposed to defend that title against Amazing Red at House of Glory. And yes, folks, I'm literally naming champions that I can remember off the top of my head. I am not looking at a database. That's how much I follow TNA Wrestling, even in its darkest times. With a fake out there by Myron Reed.
X Division was the staple of this company.
Sonata once even held this title.
Mm-hmm.
And Abyss for that era that we don't talk about. Overhead shots right now, but Leon Slater just teeing off against the young goat here, up against the ropes. And Leon Slater's fired up here, as of course, to your point, Leon Slater is main eventing tonight's incredibly insane Victory Road. Off the bottom rope, what a freaking drop kick. Great connection there by Myron Reed. Now flying up again. Sit up and over. Lands on the apron. Rebounds in. Catching him in a code breaker.
You mentioned champions. Let's not forget, even when there isn't for titles and we had those Ultimate X matches, telling you this division has been the staple of TNA since the beginning.
Drop kick, Ultimate X and Elevation X, to your point as well. And also Leon Rush at one point was champion. Up and over, Leon Slater with a high plunger, wiping Myron Reed out.
I forgot about Leon Rush's reign.
Remember, he beat Chris Sabin for that before Chris Sabin won it back for a record-saying 10th time.
Mm-hmm.
At Impact 1000. And you see that confidence being exuded out of Leon Slater here tonight. Again, battle-tested and dedicated for this championship. Take a look at the replay here, by the way.
Ugh.
Beautiful. Slingshot plunge, a high elevation, wiping out Myron on the outside, up and over.
I'm trying to think of people you didn't mention. Shit. Did you say Kid Cash?
No.
There you go.
Again, there's 110 actual holders of this belt, not 110 different individuals that hold this championship. As far as the actual number, I would probably have to do a Google search.
Mm-hmm.
Big knife edge chop there by Leon Slater to Myron Reed, lining him up here in the corner. And of course, Leon Slater, like we said, endorsed by the Hards with so much promise, looking to carry on the legacy of the X Division Championship, a title that not even Jeff or Matt Hardy held here in TNA.
Jay Lethal.
Yep, I said that. And right now, Leon Slater just teeing off against Myron Reed here in the corner with a little bit of flash and pizzazz and physical impact. Young is in charge right now, very much in charge of his opponents. Off the second rope, Leon Slater with the high cross body. Cover now. Gets a 1 count.
Dude, that's hard to think of all the... Johnny Devine.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that.
That fucker. Yeah, we are in Canada.
Yeah, well, that's probably why I didn't mention him. But history is history, even if it's poor history. Up on the shoulders, the Roman's carrying the roll-up now. Gets a 2 count for Myron Reed. Oh, big thrust kick. And of course, we are 2 weeks away from Bound for Glory. That's literally 2 weeks away from Sunday. And you wonder who will go in there to defend the championship. All right, takeover. Hook it up near leg. And 2 counts. Able to escape.
The freaking speed of these two.
Oh, God.
Ow! Your knee's not supposed to bend that way.
What a freaking super kick, though, send Leon Slater up and over by Myron Reed. Take a look at the replay here. Beautiful around a takeover. Hook up a single leg, though, by Myron Reed. Unable to get full body position. Great positioning by the referee checking the shoulders.
I wanted them to show the replay because their legs got tangled after, and your leg, Myron's leg bent a real ugly way.
Well, the thing about the X division is truly about no limits. There are also no limits to the risk you are willing to take to be the leader, let alone the X division champion.
Your spirit may not have no limit, but the human body does.
Scissors kick to the back of the neck.
Unfortunately.
And right now, Myron Reed, great wherewithal here. Leon Slater to get out of the way. Block the kick. Now Leon Slater. Ooh, stupid leg miss. Block that boot. Tip up. It's a Gurley. Rocks the champion. Turns them
What
sideways.
a fucking dodge! What a dodge!
Myron Reed reminds me so damn much of A.R. Fox with his incredible agility. And Leon Slater rebound. Oh, let's power bomb.
Rebound, slingshot. I was giving you the count. Rebound, slingshot, power bomb. Literally. Holy shit.
And crowd chant, this is awesome. I agree. This is TNA Wrestling. To your point, Walter, that was a release rebound powerbomb. He used the momentum off the top rope to send Leon flying.
If you didn't think that this belonged in the main event, I raised you that sequence alone.
Someone told me looking at this card from the get-go, this was going to be my match of the night. As the X Division always is, top that shit. Now they're closing the shit here. But what the hell is this? A try over the top. Oh, able to set up Slater possibly for a modified F5, but got stung across the top rope. Out of the corner. Myron being able to scout it. Whoop. Entrance escape again. Up and over. Caught on the shoulders.
Holy shit. Helicopter.
Airplane spin. One-way trip to Utopia. Cover two. No.
That was like a helicopter release Blue Thunder bomb almost.
It's like a hollow bomb, like by hologram for freaking AEW wrestling, as Leon Slater literally used Myron Reed's momentum against him.
Look at that dodge.
Matrix escape off the swing, rebound literally into his shoulders, spinning him around, and literally just had gravity do the rest of the work. Hard landing from Myron Reed, who still kicks out.
I'm dizzy watching. I can't imagine taking that move.
And again, Slater continuing to innovate and impress us. We have not seen this out of Leon Slater before.
Watch it. Could be a 450 Swanton. Oh.
Myron Reed, to your point, looks like he was able to scout that. Let's not underestimate the scouting of the challenger with the champion, even after last night's result from that tag match. It's amazing how much misdirection both these men can do to each other. Oof. Catch him in the arm, though, with that back mule kick out of the second. Oh, I got caught right with a boot to the face. I'm not sure if Reed had in mind there, but he ended up with a boot to the face and got taken out to ringside.
Dude, holy shit. These two are going at it. I mean,
right now, Slater here.
I don't even consider the X Division title the number 2 title. It's 1A and 1B with the World Heavyweight title in this title, to be honest.
Now it's 1A.
Just my opinion.
Flying Slater over the top turnbuckle and ring post, wiping out Reed on the floor.
Car 2 inches from that table, too.
Again, there might be a closing moment here. You were calling for it earlier. Reed in the drop zone. Slater on high. Tonight, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Went for the 450. Rolled out of the way, though, goes Reed as Reed rolls inside. Oh, I call it a leg lariat. Turn Reed inside out. Now hooking him up. Does aggressive see. Oh, it's a crit. What? Nope. Holds on to the head. Reversal.
Oh!
What?
Damn, that was dangerous.
Oh, still got him in a corkscrew cutter.
What the fuck is that?
That was a fucking corkscrew counter takeover stunner on the floor by Myron Reed to Leon Slater.
How dangerous was the way they went over the rope, too? Look at this. They could have snapped their necks. Look at this, Noah.
They don't give a damn, and clearly they were able to be aware enough. Look at Leon Slater still trying to counter, and somehow Myron Reed was able to turn into a corkscrew takeover stunner.
This is how much the X Division title means to them, Noah.
This is what means the main event victory rope for the X Division Championship. Springing up the top, Leon Slater gets out of the way. You see Myron Reed grabbing the small of his side. And Leon Slater now going to the apron, the only saving grace for his title for the time.
Lucky that's all he's grabbing after that sequence.
Myron Reed, they're looking to follow up. God! God!
Holy shit!
Flame on!
I think he hit the ramp, too. That's metal. There is no padding on that.
What a freaking ridiculous elevated run over the top rope, cutter to the floor. And springing up the top for 50.
But he's unable to take advantage. He hurt himself.
And that's how he won the fatal four-way in the first place.
Dragging him away from the ropes, Noah.
Just hook the far leg. And Slater kicked out.
Literally rolled his body from the ground.
To your point, Walter, that solitary second of the bounce might have cost Myron Reed there.
I have 3 things to say. TNA, TNA.
Justified TNA chant for the night for this match alone, and what you thought would have been your opener is your closer. And Myron Reed and Leon Slater emptying out everything in each other's repertoire. And stuff we haven't seen for a long time. Hell, I didn't see half the stuff from freaking Leon Slater, for example, before this. And it shows the aggressive, hungry nature for Leon Slater to prove why he is the youngest in charge and holding the X Division Championship. And wants to hold it, handing the belt for glory. Jeez, what a freaking open palm strike. And Myron Reed just shaking it off. Irish reversal, Irish whip, sent hard in the turnbuckles. Goes Reed, Leon Slater, falling through again with the leg foot. Mitchell's escape. Cutter with a fucking cutter!
And it popped him up.
And it's perfect position for Myron Reed here. Reed bounced up Slater into the corner. Now I'll put on the top turnbuckle. And again, damage done to the midsection, though. Myron Reed now looking to follow up off the second to the top. Hooking up Leon Slater. Oh, my God. Turn around. That twisting suplex. And I think Slater was able to get the bear of it.
450 Swanton, I think he's setting up for it.
And Reed again grabbing the small of his side. Slater in position. Swanton 450. Cover. 2. Slater with the win.
Noah.
A remarkable, valiant effort by Myron Reed in his first ever chance for the X Division Championship as the youngest in charge. Proves why both these men and this town deserves to be the main event. Leon Slater survives, endures, thrives, and continues to prove the promise the Hardy's endorsed him with. Is still the X Division champion. But this was match of the night by spades. That was absolutely incredible.
My only regret is that we had to submit our picks of the rewards before this event.
TNA President Carlos Silva literally endorsing Leon Slater, providing him the X Division Championship around his neck, as Leon Slater will now go into Bound for Glory as the X Division Champion. But Myron Reed has nothing to be ashamed of here. An incredible effort put forth in this opportunity.
Will there be a handshake?
I don't see why there wouldn't. Young GOAT for a reason. You might as well call Myron Reed maybe and endorse Leon Slater as a rascal. I think he fit in.
He just did the motion.
Leon
He smoked it. He had it and he smoked it, huh, Noah?
Yeah, I guess so. Again, Myron Reed and Leon Slater go a long way back. The first time these two met each other. What the hell? Hold on.
Is that Santino's music?
That is Santino. What's he doing out here? Santino Marella.
Sacre bleu, je ne sais pas. I don't know.
He is from Canada. He's also the director of authority, the #1 director of professional wrestling, in my opinion, my favorite director. And you gotta imagine that he loved what he just saw from Leon Slater. Let's hear what Steve Morella has to say.
Might be a Bound for Glory announcement.
Well, I mean, we just saw that Switch Championship defended. Damn it! I agree! That is TNA wrestling, damn it! That is indeed the X-Division champion. The superstar Leon Slater, and I agree. Very exciting news. Let me see.
Ava.
Mine. I want to see it.
If you fucking say bouncy!
I made the announcement right now.
If you say Javon Evans, I'm going to lose my shit.
Bound for Glory. Challenge for the TNA Championship. Leon Slater. His opponent. As they feel a little bit jumpity jump. This is the opponent.
If this fucking Javon Evans.
No.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Oh my God! Walter! You're right! You're fucking right!
Holy shit!
It's Leon Slater versus Javon Evans for the X-Division Championship and Bound for Glory!
I just got out of my fucking seat! Oh my God!
What the fuck?
Oh! The bouncy Bound for Glory!
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
The promise by the Hardys versus somebody given the keys of a granted future. Ladies and gentlemen, this is TNA Wrestling, and Leon Slater will defend the X-Division Championship against NXT's Javon Evans and Bound for Glory.
Oh!
First step, Walter, of an incredible time where we know so many are Bound for Glory as we see Leon Slater standing in victory at the end of this road, at the end of the stream, as the show comes to a close. For Walter Cruz, I'm Noah Foster. We will see you 110% at Bound for Glory. What the hell?
One thing's for sure, it's gonna be bouncy!
Cut the fucking feed, and thank you for tuning into our coverage of TNA Wrestling Bound for, wow, fuck me, Victory Road. What the hell?